Evan Abbey. I think I've still got Dana's chat on my chat thing somehow. How do I fix that, eh? I think it will refresh soon, won't it? Hang on. Wait, what? Did we start the stream again? Yes. I think for some reason my Twitch is like... It's still doing like Dana's chat on my stream. Kind of weird. Don't know how that's happening. Is it fixed now? Why 2 streams? Why not? I don't know what's up with the chat. Let's try again. Nope, it's still doing Dana's chat. I don't know why. I don't know why it's doing Dana's chat. That's kind of scuffed. Okay, like, I don't have Dana's stream up at all right now. I raided her, but now we're streaming. It shouldn't be her chat on my screen. Might just have to disable it. Maybe if I send a message, it will, Oh, I do have Dana's chat open. Okay, I fixed it. No, I didn't. I think it's still broken. Let's try again. Maybe that'll fix it? I don't know. Oh, you mean why don't I just keep the same stream? Because on YouTube, the streaming works kind of differently. On Twitch, you can change which game you're playing and stuff on the details. You can't do it on YouTube. Because I stream on YouTube and Twitch, that's why I like switch. That's why I like change stream. So we were doing Valheim, now we're doing WoW. So 2 different streams. Pretty much it's just because of how YouTube works. If YouTube worked more similarly to Twitch, I could just do one long stream. I think, yeah, I've still got Dana's chat on my frickin' thing. I don't know what's going on with it. That is a really weird bug. Is there any way I can fix this? Try refreshing cache of that chat. There we go. Maybe that'll fix it. Maybe. Nope, it's still Dana's chat. Like, what the heck is going on? How is it Dana's chat still? That's so weird. Like, why? Why is it doing that? Might just have to disable the chat, dude. It's bugged. Or maybe I can, hang on. Reload, maybe? Is that gonna work? That might have just worked. Nope, it's still doing it. What the heck? That's so weird! Like, surely my stream is now my stream. Yeah, my stream is now my stream. Why does it think it's Dana's stream? Like, why is my chat Dana's stream on the screen? What the heck? That's gonna be a real pain today. Ah, I'd have to restart stream to fix it, I think. I don't see any way of fixing that. Remember, little papa. Stream crash? No, I'm just... I was doing a subathon, then it ended. So now I'm just doing another stream. Doing World of Warcraft, different game. But for some reason, it's doing Dana's chat on my stream. It's so annoying. So there's some bug here. Like, I think the only way to fix the bug is to restart the entire stream. Like, I've got to... I think the only way to fix the bug is to close OBS and all my software and restart it. It's a weird bug. It's like showing Dana's chat on my stream for some reason. Is it doing on this chat as well? Yeah, that's still Dana's chat, isn't it? On the screen. That's so weird. Why is it doing that? No harm in restarting? Yeah, but restarting's annoying. It's really annoying with YouTube. It's really annoying with YouTube to restart. I have to redo it, like I have to redo all the details. I just, I don't know what to do. I don't get this bug. This bug's freaking weird. Why is it showing Dana's chat on my screen, my stream? Okay, I'm trying something. Hang on, gamers. Trying one more fix. I mean, might just have to restart stream because I'm not going to be able to read chat. It's Danish chat for some reason. It's really weird. Really weird bug. Don't know what caused it. Don't know how to fix it. I think the only way is to close OBS and all my apps and restart. Ah, shit. I just made things worse. Ah, god damn it. Okay, gamers, we're having some technical issues. Bear with me. Turn into YouTube Studio, select settings, upload defaults, choose the default settings. Yeah, that doesn't work for me, dude. The way I stream on YouTube is I have to do the details. Like the thumbnail and everything. So if I have to restart stream, I literally have to do it again. And I have to do it, yeah, nightmare. Perfect. Yeah, I think I might have fixed it. Yep, I fixed it, okay. I fixed it. Bit of a nightmare. Okay, how long we've been late for 5 minutes. Okay, that's fine. Put another 2 minutes on the timer. Okay, gamers, I'll catch up with chat in a second. I just had some technical issues with my chat, so I had to fix that. Cool. Yeah, I think it's working. I don't think it's Dana's chat anymore. Let me just check it's working. I think it's working now. It's working. Cool. Chat's working. Okay, let's scroll up and chat and see what's happening. Ba, ba, ba. Was Vinabi the one that did a drawing of me? That was Solely. Solely. Okay, I can't, so the way that chat's happened, okay, hang on. I can probably scroll up here and take a look. Yeah, hello people, hello Mimela Papa, hello Crystal. Oh no, that's not, that's the old chat, hang on. Okay, yeah, I think I'm all caught up anyway. Yeah, stream didn't crash, we're just playing WoW now. Different game, different stream. We were doing a subathon, subathon ended. We got $2 for the subathon. Woo! Yeah, I did some extra time though, so it was still, we still did like almost 5 hours stream. Let's go, gamers. What's up, gamers? I'm here because I want to play some World of Warcraft. Let's play. Also, I like stream. I like streaming, I like World of Warcraft. How's everyone doing? We took a little break. I told you I'd see you very, very soon. I said at the end of last stream, I'm going to see you very, very soon, chat, and here I am. And we'll play probably at least until 10 PM. Do you get disappointed with the low amount you get sometimes? Well, not really. Not really. I just think if I'm not getting supported, then I'm just like, content's not good enough. That's all I think. So then I often just think about, you know, go back to the drawing board. How can I make it better? That kind of thing. The only, I mean, disappointed, not really, but it's more like I just get worried. Because, yeah, just worried sometimes. You know, everyone needs money. Including me. So just worried that I won't be able to, like, continue, you know, making content and that as a living. Okay, so, unread mail from Alliance Auction House. Okay, let's do some Dranei stuff. We just got our Ghost Wolf last stream. Okay, mailbox over here. Let's open the mailbox, see what we got in here. Alliance Auction House, Blessed by the Lord. That failed, okay. Failed auctions. But also successful auctions. You win some, you lose some, gamers. Get all this stuff out. Nice. And yeah, a lot of our stuff didn't sell on the auction house, so maybe we should just vendor it. I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's vendor this stuff.
Browse at your leisure.
So I think... Well, oh, these rings came back? No one wanted my rings? Oh. Oh well, let's vendor them. Wait, did these rings come back? I think these rings did come back, didn't they? No one bought them. That might be because we posted them at late. A positive character, says Moon. Can you get advertisements added to your stream? Well, I can do a sponsored segment. I'm a bit worried though because we had an Arknights sponsor, but I don't know if they'll let me run it now because I was a bit late to them emailing them for an extension, so we'll see if we can still do that one. Yeah, sponsors help out a lot, but the sponsors we get, they're kind of like low-level sponsors where it's really hard work. So basically, the sponsors we get are super, super hard work for me to make the money. It's not like a sponsor that... Once you're a bigger creator, you get these sponsors where they pay you, like... They're like, okay, can you do a segment on our game? Or like, stream our game and we'll pay you, like, you know, $500, $1,000, $5,000. It's like quite a good amount of money just for doing the thing. But for me, the way they work is that I need viewer participation, and they need to jump through loads of hoops for the money to be generated. So they're really difficult. They are difficult, the sponsors I get at the moment. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of work. So I don't do those too much because it's a lot of work. And you can burn out your own viewers if you're doing sponsors all the time because it's a lot of work for them as well. I mean, the work is having fun in a game, and you can make it very fun, but making it fun is also kind of, like, hard. Next, we're going to do a Arknights... Well, I want to do an Arknights Enfield sponsor, because that one actually looks decent. Just in terms of the game looking good. I think the game might be good, so... Yeah, I don't like doing sponsors for products I don't like, so, I wait for the ones that I kind of gel with the stream a bit more. So Arknights Enfield looks like it might be a good one to try. But it's still, it's not like a generous sponsor or anything, I don't think. I think it's quite, but it'll be some money, you know. So those help out a lot. The Hytale thing's helping out a lot. So I'm getting some money from people using my Hytale Creator code. So that's been good. And, yeah, I mean... YouTube pretty much pays out depending on how good your video is, and yeah, I need to make sure I'm making better quality content on YouTube and keep growing my viewer base on Twitch and everything, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Melon juice, all bandage. Okay, we have a lot of like gear that's bind on equip. Now, usually I'd auction this, but it looks like no one went for these. Anything here that I think people might want to buy? I mean, I thought the Gloom Band was good. I thought the Gloom Band might be a good buy for people. No one bought it though, but we do have a significant amount of gold. Maybe I just... I mean, that looks quite good. Barb combo of strength, 2 strength. I mean, it is a low levels thing. That's the thing. I think I'll auction them. I mean, not auction. I think I'll just sell them. I think I'll just sell them at the vendor. So in this game, you can either sell at vendor, which gives you like a small amount of money for each thing. It's kind of like trashing the item almost. Or you can sell at auction house where you can get paid more, and it's like it's actual players buying the item that want the item. But sometimes the market isn't good for a certain item, no one wants it. So as you can see, all of these things sell on the auction house. Like they have sold on the auction house, they've been listed at least. But I don't think anyone wanted these ones. Is that item... Did we have that before? Some of these I think I just didn't clean out off my bags, eh? Potion of water breathing. Oh, cool. We got for a quest a potion of water breathing. That's cool. How did your Valheim stream go? It went good, thank you. We had a good time. We had Crystal playing, had Stargazer playing. Recently, the turnout for the Valheim streams hasn't been as good as it has been before. Hey, thank you, Zakaboy, for the tier 1. Let's go! I'm doing my monthly check-in. Still a big fan. Hope you're okay. Oh, thank you so much, Zakaboy. So, as I was saying... What just happened? Thank you so much for the gifted subs. Gifted membership, sorry. From... Vernavi. Let's go, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, not the sad violin. Oh, no. Demonetized. We played sad violin. I gotta take that off my thing. They hate it when I play sad violin. It's fine. But yeah, as I was saying, can you get advertisements added to your streams? Potentially, but yeah, I do reach out to potential sponsors. One of them we have is Hytale. We have a Hytale Creator code. Again, that's a lot of work, that one, because I think Hytale Creator code would be a lot better if it gave people money off for the code, but the Hytale Creator code, it doesn't give them any money off. What it does is it helps support a creator. That's pretty much it. So the creators are like, hey, use my code, but it gives no extra benefit for the purchaser, which I think is a bit of a misstep. I think it'd be good if it gave like 5% off for the purchase and it supported the creator. Then it would be like a really worthwhile thing, because then people would be looking for the code to get the 5% off, and then they might find a creator they like, and then they might get even more into Hytale, and they might share it with their friends more. I think it's a bit of a missed opportunity. I think they should have done... There's a reason that usually with an affiliate campaign, they will give some extra benefit, like to using someone's code to the purchaser as well. Rather than just the only thing it's doing is supporting the creator. Just catching up with chat here. Positive character? Well yeah, I mean, with content creation, you're going to have ups and downs. At any point of your content creation, if you're doing content creation as a career, in terms of revenue, you're going to have ups and downs just as you go. Sometimes you'll have a few weeks where you know it doesn't go that well. Some weeks it will go much better than usual. It's just how it is. I don't think it's good to get down about it if you're having a down period. I think it's best to just use that to try and think of some new ideas. Moon says, if you like fitness and food, protein powder, or health sponsorships, does it always have to be connected to what you stream? Oh, no. Yeah, I would take sponsors like that as long as it was a product that I liked. I've contacted some places, like I contact Huel because I use their product. I've contacted G Fuel because I could do with like a G Fuel sponsor. I would do the yeah, I could do a G Fuel sponsor. Yeah, I've contacted places like that, you know. G Fuel's, I've heard G Fuel's pretty good if you get a G Fuel sponsorship. So I've signed up for that as well, but I haven't they haven't approved me for any of those. But yeah, I've got Hytale. I've got a Hytale code. I've got what other product sponsors do we do? I mean, I've done quite a few of successful affiliate campaigns. We're planning to do one soon. Hopefully get to do an Arknight Enfields one. But yeah, the mate. Hey Piyush, did you get a gifted from Vanavi? Nice. But yeah, the main thing is like the main thing is basically just continuing to grow the channels, because once you get enough, once you've got a decent amount of viewership and stuff, then you can get the decent sponsor deals instead of the sponsor deals where I'm having to work so hard for the money that it's like, that it's a bit ridiculous sometimes. Like the affiliate campaigns that we get, that we're allowed to do a lot of the time, that we get offered are like super hard going. Like we did well on the Star Trek one, but that was a hard one still. That was still a hard one. Like I basically had to make it fun for everyone so that so I basically over a month had to promote the game through loads and loads of streams, and I did that through having as much fun with the game as I could, and tried to make it as fun as I could for the community. But it was difficult. It was difficult having to do all that. And doing like a giveaway, like I have to come up with structures to make it more incentivized for the viewer, because the way they set it up isn't very incentivized for the viewer that's helping out, you know. So for example, they don't give. So to be honest, right, with these affiliate campaigns, they could just make it much more incentivized for the viewer by incorporating some kind of like prize for the viewer. You know how I do like prizes? That's me that does that. That's not part of the actual. That's not part of the actual like job. That's me. That's me adding an incentive structure into the campaign, to actually make it more fun and worthwhile for everyone. The way they set it up is not like that at all. The way they set it up is like, we just need people to do this. Like, if you can just get people to do this, then we give you money for the campaign. That's pretty much it. But the things they get you to do are like super strict and weird. It's like, oh yeah, they have to make an account only on mobile. PC players don't count. And then they got to do this and this and that. It's like they got to play for like 24 hours, then you get $1 or something. That's an exaggeration, but they're usually strict and weird. And the reason they're weird like that is to try and get as much work out of you for for as low cost as possible. So they almost, it almost runs like a scam sometimes, the affiliate campaigns like that. It almost runs like a scam from their perspective anyway, where it's like they're scamming the streamer. They're kind of scamming the streamer. Like they put all the terms to get as much work out of the streamer for as little pay as possible, basically. Yeah. But we have done pretty well on some of those. We have done pretty well. We did pretty well on the Star Trek one. Did pretty well on the Roblox one as well. To be honest, we've done decently in all of them, to be honest, that we've tried. But it is a lot of work for me to do them. Too many rules does sound like a scam. Yeah, they make the rules weird on purpose for sure. Like the Roblox one was like only mobile players count, but it's mainly a PC game. So I was promoting Roblox, but I only new signups. So it can't be an old account either. It's not like if you started playing on your old account, even if you started buying packs because of my stream, I wouldn't see a single penny. So I might be promoting Roblox and someone might reinstall Roblox that they haven't played for like 5 years. But since they've already played Roblox before, doesn't count. And even if they start spending money in Roblox, doesn't count. So it's kind of weird in that way. It's like, yeah, it's kind of weird in that way. But yeah, these days what I do, well, it's always what I've done, but I wait for... I reach out to sponsors, but I also wait for them to contact me as well, and I will only accept sponsors that actually make sense for the stream. So I thought the Arknights one might make sense. Hopefully we can do that one next week. We'll see what they say. I emailed them today about it, because it's basically timing out today, that one, but we haven't actually done an Arknight stream yet. So we, yeah, we haven't promoted that game at all yet. Anyway, we're in the Exeter. Let's sell some stuff. Do a bit of leveling. Might get to level 21 tonight, who knows. Sometimes being pushy helps. When people say no, try again. Sometimes they'll give you what you want. Oh, like, asking for, like, sponsors. I mean, I do, after a few months, I do recontact, yeah. The ones that look decent. But yeah, but we've got a small stream. That's the thing. We got a small stream and a pretty small YouTube channel. Like I said, keep growing the channels. Eventually, we'll get offered decent deals. You know, people didn't want to work for you, but people want to collaborate eventually. If the number's big enough, people want to collaborate. That's pretty much how it works. That's pretty much how it works. I saw how many videos you made when you said you've been only been doing it for only a year, says Moon and Stars. Well, I've made a lot of long form streams. Yeah, I've made a lot of long form streams. I've made quite a few YouTube videos edited, but I need to make more of those. I've uploaded a lot of shorts too. I've uploaded a lot of shorts recently. So next week, planning to upload lots of shorts, perhaps do some video editing for YouTube videos. I mean, I've got YouTube videos that I've been cooking up for a while, but I just haven't been editing them much. I think there's a bit of push and pull because my main income comes from streaming. So I got to make sure I stream enough to make enough to sort of get by. But the real long term, I really need to up my like YouTube game, because yeah, YouTube is where I get the YouTube is how people find me. You know, people don't often find me through Twitch. I mean, they do sometimes through like through raids. Like right now, we got a couple of raids from the from playing WoW this week, which was nice. From being in the Union, which is the guild we're in. So some Union members, some members of the guild were raiding us, which was really kind of unexpected and nice, and I guess I do get exposure that way. But the main exposure I get is through other platforms like YouTube, maybe a little bit from Instagram and TikTok from uploading shorts there. So long term, I really need to focus more effort on the YouTube, and especially getting some long form videos out. But yeah, it's hard to find time to edit videos. I mean, I am... As I go, I'm getting better at finding more time. Basically, I'm getting better at doing not doing anything except YouTube and Twitch. Right? So you can lose time really easily in a day, for example. And if I lose a couple of hours, then that was my editing time, and now I can't do the editing because I still need to stream. Channels in the thousands, it's very good. It's not small. That is small for a YouTube channel. It is small, and my viewer numbers on Twitch, they're of course much better than average. Like, how can I put this? They're much better than the majority. Like, my numbers were much better than the majority of creators out there, right? But they're not good compared to the top creators, right? And the money and revenue and all that basically goes to all these top creators. Because when like a brand is like looking for people to partner with, they just want to see the big numbers. They want to see like you've got like 2 million subscribers or something, you know? And they're like, oh, he's got 2 million subscribers. Okay, we'll partner with this guy. He's obviously like, you know, obviously very accomplished and all this. If they see like you've got less than 10,000 on YouTube or whatever, they're a lot less open to collaborating with you because you just have less reach. You know, you have less reach. They're probably not looking to pay you very much. So they might be like, oh yeah, we'll do a deal with you, but we'll pay you like $50 for this campaign that was actually like the equivalent of doing $300 worth of work or something. So you just don't get the good deals. I do get offered sponsors, but they're like affiliate campaign. At the moment, basically, I'm getting offered like affiliate campaigns that are where I'm doing like maybe, if I think about it, I'm doing the equivalent. I'm doing like 3 times the work that the pay should be worth, if that makes sense. So say I'm doing like $300 worth of work really, if I was doing minimum wage, but I'm getting paid like a third of that. Is basically what I'm saying. Maybe less than a third. Like I'm having to put way more work into it. If I was being paid minimum wage, I'd be getting paid more basically. It's just like it's just a startup business really. Like startup businesses, you have to put in so much time and effort and into it to grow it to a level where it starts to pay off. So at the moment we're getting by, and things are improving, but it's still hard. You know, it's still hard at the moment. I'm not at the point where I'm making enough money that I don't need to like grind like hell. Like I have to grind like hell at the moment. Like just really focus YouTube and Twitch, cut out everything else out of my life, and keep going. Because it is what I like to do. I do like to make content. I do like to stream. So I've just got to keep going and find out, you know, think of new ways to improve the content, make it more fun for everyone. Very good and authentic, says Munasaz. I hope I come across as authentic. I think I am. I pretty much show up to stream as myself. Well, I have to. How else would I? I mean, you see how often I stream and how many. I mean, you can look back through every single stream. There's no way there's no way you can spend that many hours with a camera in your face and not be authentic. If you were putting on an act, that would be extremely just unsustainable, I guess. People can't put up an act for that long, so I think streamers in general are generally showing up as themselves. Maybe slightly exaggerated versions of themselves, because it is still a performance. It's still a performance. You do have to be switched on for stream, but still, you know, it's hard not to be authentic, I think, as when you're streaming that much. Raiders Shield of the Boar. Let's sell this. I think I'm a bit burned out this week, to be honest. Like right now, I'm like, I want to be streaming, but I'm kind of like, I'm playing the game so slow. Shield of the Boar, I feel like people would have wanted that. Did that come back in the mail? I think it did. I'm just going to vendor it all. It's fine. It's low-level stuff. I already made this decision. But I forgot I made the decision. Yeah, I'm just going to vendor it because it's all low-level stuff anyway. I tried to sell on an auction house. I don't think it... Oh, hang on. No, wait. I didn't try to sell this yet, did I? I didn't try to sell this. Yeah, wait. Some of this is from quests I was just doing. This one I might try to vendor because it's kind of cool. Armor of the Sun. I mean, I might try to sell it on auction house, I mean. Yeah, it looks kind of cool. I'm gonna try sell that on auction. British Clothes of the Bear. Yeah, let's try. I mean, yeah, I don't know which of... I'm a bit confused because I don't know which of this came back from the auction house. I'm just going to vendor it all. We'll restart. We'll restart. Might even vendor this one too. Yeah, let's go. Hook Dagger of Fiery Wrath. Now that's certainly... I don't think I put that on the auction house. I definitely got that recently. Let's down the auction house. Yeah, feel free to ask me any questions you want to ask, by the way, gamers, about anything. Always happy to talk with chat. Okay, so wool bandages, we'll put those, we'll sell those. I mean, this week I haven't done that well, revenue-wise. But sometimes you have a bad week. That's all right. Usually, if I have a bad week, it kind of like I think a lot about what I'm doing and where I'm slipping up content-wise and how I can improve next week. And usually, after that happens, then I do get a pickup in support because I usually do find a way I can improve the content. So yeah, it's a bit of push and pull. Like, okay, things are slipping a bit, what can I improve? Then you kind of make those changes. If things are just going well all the time, then you can assume that what you're doing is enough and people like it and they're continuing to like it. And you just kind of like keep going. If it's working, then keep going. If it stops working, then that's when you really got to think about what you're doing. That's how my brain works anyway. Like if something's working, like I'm streaming a certain game and I'm liking it, the community's liking it, and I'm getting a lot of support, and I feel like things are going up, like numbers going up, like I'm getting supported more than I was a few months ago and that kind of thing. If there's like an upwards trend, then that means things are going well, and I pretty much just like keep doing what I'm doing. But yeah, you gotta keep. You do have to evolve with content. You can't always do the same thing. You can't do the same thing forever. Like content has to evolve. There are certain things. I guess you can. No, you can't. No, you always have to evolve. I can't think of one instance where you don't have to evolve in some way. You might be able to do a few seasons of the same thing, but you got to evolve. It's the only way you can survive in content creation. This includes even in like the big leagues, like in like Hollywood, right? I mean, even the Marvel movies started falling off, right? People got tired of those. People got tired of that kind of movie. Vanavi, I observed on big YouTubers from Romania yesterday at a YouTube Big One streaming. After 2 hours, the streamer moved to Kick. He closed the live on YouTube and moved to Kick. He has 5 to 6k people on his live on YouTube, on every live. What do you mean? He moved to YouTube... Why did he move to Kick? He was a big YouTuber, and then he moved to Kick after 2 hours. Why did he do that? Oh, Kick pays him. Oh yeah, so Kick does have contracts where they pay you for streaming. They only offer that to people who get a lot of viewers, though. I'm really seen as a very, very small fish when it comes to streaming. Like, my viewer count is, like I said, it's more than most people will ever get, my viewer counts. But at the same time, compared to a lot of other streamers that exist, not very high view counts. So I'm not even partnered on Twitch yet, because you need an average of 75 viewers per stream. I do have a lot of people that come in and out of stream, and a lot of people who like the streams, but I don't get that. I don't have that like high consistent viewer count of like, 100 or so people or more. That's what they're really looking for. They want to see like, you know, 100 or so people pretty much or more on a stream, and then you start, you know, then you'll get those sponsors where they're like, oh, can you, you know, Starforge, or, you know, those ones, that kind of thing, Fractal Design, that kind of thing. Hey Redex, how you doing? Benavi says he was live on YouTube at some point. He says, I opened a new live on Kick right now. Let's go there. And he closed the live. On YouTube. Okay, so you're saying he just, like, during the live stream on YouTube, he was like, hey, I don't want to stream on YouTube. Let's all move to Kick. Is that what he did? Yeah, maybe Kick was paying him to do that. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe just wanted to try Kick. I've heard Kick does pay better if you can get viewers there. I don't think the people that I get viewers, I don't think the kind of people that watch my stream would want to use Kick. Just because Kick is kind of a controversial platform. It's like it's run by a lot of, I think it's like funded by a lot of like gambling money basically. I think it started from gambling money, and you know, if you're not super, if you don't really agree with how gambling works in general, I mean, I'm to be honest, I'm not a big fan of gambling, like gambling websites or gambling streams, that kind of thing. I'm not a big fan of that either. I'm not a big fan of promoting that kind of thing. So, yeah, I think gambling is just kind of, it's too toxic. Like, a lot of people lose their lives to that, you know? They lose their livelihoods, they lose, you know, everything to gambling. So, I think it's just too much of a hot potato to promote. I don't think I'd promote gambling. And Kick is a platform kind of funded by that. Now, does that mean if you stream on... I don't feel any ill towards anyone who does choose to stream on Kick. It's just that, yeah, I don't think my viewer base really... I mean, I did try... Remember, I did actually try Kick once, and no one watched me on Kick. No one watched me on Kick. Like, 0 people watched me on Kick. So I eventually just stopped streaming it, because it used a lot of, like, processing power to do another stream. Your stream starts at 3. A lot of countries, they're hours behind or at work. They might not be able to watch your stream even though they want to. Well, that's fine, because, like, a stream can start early, but as long as it keeps running, people can join later, you know? Start time doesn't matter too much, because people, because, you know, people have different time zones all over the world, so start time doesn't really matter that much. I mean, if it's 3 o'clock where I am, it's, you know, in some countries it's 5 o'clock, in some countries it's 6, you know. Time zones just vary. Yeah, I mean, a lot of streamers, like, I know a successful streamer who starts even earlier than 3. You know, they basically do a day shift on... They basically start normal 9 to 5 time. They stream, like, 9 to 5. So, there are streamers that are successful streaming all sorts of weird times. So, I think as long as you're pretty consistent with the times you stream, you should be alright, you know. So, stream when you want to stream, basically. Why have I been doing the early streams? It's because, well, I wanted to do long streams of WoW this week. That's pretty much why. I wanted to do long WoW streams. So the only way to do a long stream without getting into really degenerate sleep schedules is to start early. Okay, so how are we doing here? We've got Moss Agate for some nice crafting. I'm going to go to the bank. Let's do some questing. Yeah, this hasn't been like a great week for like revenue, for example, on like from the streams, but we're going to be saved by eventually when the Hytale payments comes through from the creator code. We're going to be saved, so I'll be able to keep running the show at least. So usually how things work, even at the moment, if things aren't going well, usually there's something I've done that kind of saves it. Like, one time, support was down for a long time. Support was down for a few months, or a couple months, or something like that. And then, like, I did that Star Trek, I put a lot of effort into that Star Trek Fleet Command campaign. Like the way I was running it, the streams I was doing. Having a good time streaming it too. And with the community. And we managed, like that saved everything. Like that saved it. If I didn't do that, we probably wouldn't be streaming now. I would have had to like stop streaming. So I get close sometimes to the line where I'm like, I'm going to have to stop streaming now. But I always manage to somehow survive. I'm like a cockroach. I'm literally like a... So the last year I've kind of been living like a cock... Like somehow I always manage to keep going. and I've also been paying back debt as well. And I have been able to pay back debt the whole time. Like this last year. So, yeah, I've been paying back debt. I've been surviving. Like I've been... you know, being able to feed myself. Pay for the internet bill. Keep the rigs going so I can still stream. Like if there's a problem with the PC, I've been able to fix it and stuff like that. Through making content. So I've been, yeah, I'm kind of like, I'm surprised I'm still going because, yeah, it's just like, I guess it's I do work hard, but hard work doesn't always pay off. So I'm just lucky that I always manage to somehow, by the skin of my teeth, keep going. Not sure how I managed to do it, but yeah, I mean things. I think I've said this a lot of times, but opportunities will come as long as I keep going and keep improving. That's pretty much it.
May the light embrace you.
Like opportunities for good collabs. I mean, voice work, for example. Maybe someone contacts me. They want to, they want me to do some voice work at a decent rate, and that could save it. But yeah, I'm always looking for ways to keep the stream going. So the Hytale Creator code was a really good one. That was a really good opportunity then that I managed to capitalize on, was getting a Hytale Creator code. So that basically involved, well, first of all, you got to do research of what games are coming, you know. So Hytale was, I was looking at Minecraft adjacent games like for a while, and then Hytale came up on my radar, and I knew it had just released soon. So I looked in to see if it was like a creator program for the game, because I knew that it would be a fun game for stream, and maybe to have my own private servers. And then we actually got into the program, which was unexpected because I do often try to get into like creator programs for certain games. I don't often get accepted. So for this one, I got accepted, luckily. And basically, I wrote them. I went through the proper channels, wrote them an email, and they must have liked the email because they accepted me pretty fast. Yeah, and that's about it. That's about it. So I got into that. I think I've made $170 or something like that through that. So that's going to like save me from the kind of lower support the last few weeks. But that, I don't know when I actually get paid that, because it for a long time it just says payment processing, but I'm sure I will get paid eventually, probably within the next month. Maybe post another go live on Discord. Oh, did I not do that? Oh, I didn't do that because of the technical difficulties. Because we're having those weird technical difficulties with the chat. I guess I forgot. Damn it. It's a difficult balance, it's a difficult balance trying to do full-time content creation. Especially the way I did it, which is like, just kind of like, do it. just do it. Yeah, just like start from nothing and just like learn by hard knocks is pretty much my method. And that's why it took me a very long time to get to sort of like start making anything doing it. Yeah, so I guess because we're having those technical issues, I forgot to do the go live on the Discord. Basically, at the start of stream today, it was just like my Dana's chat was loading onto my stream because I gave her a raid earlier and then something bugged, and even though I started another stream, it was still like locked onto her chat. Console gamers are more than PC gamers, says Calliope. Streamers I follow are streaming latest console games like Neo 3 right now, and their numbers are high. One of the reasons is that latest games are expensive. Console gamers are more than PC games. Oh, console gamers... Oh, you're saying people that stream console games get more views? I don't know about that. WoW's a very popular game, for example. WoW streamers do pretty well. Yeah, I think, yeah, so I can't just buy like the newest game all the time, because obviously they cost money. So I've got a lot of games to play, but yeah, I can't. So once you get to it, that's another thing. Once you get to a certain size of stream, you can play the later, like you can always play the latest game because you have enough revenue to do it. You have enough revenue where you can just be like, okay, what's the latest game? What's the most hype game coming out? And you can always cover it. And you can also get early access to things. But if you're a small creator, you can't really get that because you just don't have enough pull. You don't have enough like clout to pull it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's all right. You just got to be creative and come up with ways to make maybe older games fun, like make content around older games that you might already have, or that you got on the Steam sale. Like I got a lot of games on the Steam sale recently, so I've got a lot of. I'm not really worrying about like being short on games to showcase because I've got more games than I can play almost. But it's about making good content around them. If K does something stupid now in 24 hours, he'll be viral. Well, yeah, there's always... You can go viral. There are a lot of ways to go viral. I think anyone's capable of making a viral video, like, right now. But not always in a sustainable way. Like, it would be a viral video if I went and, you know, threw a potato at someone at McDonald's or something and filmed it, but that wouldn't be a very nice thing to do. Or you can make you can go viral by doing like nuisance content in RIL, like go to IRL and annoy people in public. That does well usually, but then you're annoying people in public. It's not really a nice thing to do. So I want to make content that's like sustainable and content I want to make, and content around gaming really, because I started a gaming channel. I'll keep doing gaming. Will I ever branch out into IRL? Like, sure, like, if I... Like I said, as you go, like, new opportunities come due to new situations. Like, if for a few months my revenue was good, and I was, like, and all my... I get to the point where, like, my debts are paid off, and then suddenly I have a lot more freedom, then I can do lots of other things. Like, maybe I can go and do, like, a video where... Like, I've thought about... just little ideas like that wouldn't cost that much. Like there's this guy called Beard Meets Food who goes and does eating challenges. I could try one of his eating challenges. Like that's a really simple idea, but it's not something I can do right now because first I would need a camera guy. Second, I would need money to be able to travel down to one of these eating spots where he eats, right? I'd need to set it up with the restaurant, which I could probably do that. I could probably set it up with them. I think I have enough viewership now. My channels look professional enough and everything that I am personable enough that I think I can swing that. That would be all right. But then there's the the question of, you know, I'd have to take time out of stream to do it, and time is money, friend, as the goblins say. And it's just I'm not in the right space right now to do content like that. So I've got to find ways to, with the means I have, create something good, basically. Got to work on my taxes. Will be in and out. Nice, Fi. Taxes are so boring. I did my taxes recently. It was boring. I think next time, as soon as they say to do my taxes, I'm going to do them straight away, because it's really dumb having taxes hanging over your head for ages. Like, oh, I got to do my taxes at some point. That was like a horrible feeling. So next time, as soon as they say, do your taxes, I'm going to do them like really early. I think. I'm not saying what I'm saying is necessarily correct. Just trying to analyze the situation. It truly baffles me that how come you don't have at least a mil subs. Well, it's hard to get exposure out there. There's also a lot of competition. There's a lot of competition, and yeah, there's a lot of competition. That's pretty much it. I'm saying that's pretty much it a lot today. You're a good gamer and streamer. Oh, well, streaming is super saturated. Like, the support I get through streaming is even uncommon itself. Like, the fact I get supported at all consistently month over month is unusual. So I am probably in like the, I don't know about percentages, but I'm probably in like at least the top 10% of streamers, or 5%, or maybe even, like, if you look at percentages of how much streamers actually make, especially male streamers, because I think male streamers, there are a lot of super successful male streamers, right, that do very well, but I think most male streamers really don't get much support at all. It's hard to get that initial support, I think, because you've got to be providing something of real value for people to want to tune in and watch your content. Especially when you're just getting started. You're a guy with like, you got 0 followers, you've got 0 anything, you don't even have like good-looking branding, or maybe you don't even have a name that's viable. Like, you're just starting out, right? And yeah, it can be very, very difficult to differentiate yourself from the other content creators, especially all the other ones with like 0 viewers, 1 viewers. Very difficult to differentiate yourself. And yeah, it's just it's a lot of people out there streaming, and there's only so many people that can tune in and watch. So it's a competitive landscape. But we're doing all right. We're doing all right. It takes time to grow these things, you know. It's like when like. You know, I'm sure there are some very successful businesses that when they started from nothing, and now they're huge. And maybe they weren't huge for a long time. You know, maybe it took people, you know, it took them a while to figure out exactly what it was they needed to, like the products they were meant to sell, or, you know, took them a while to find their niche and that kind of thing. It's just like starting a content creation venture is similar to starting a business. Most businesses fail. We haven't failed yet, so we're doing pretty damn good. That's how I think about it.
You wish to buy? And
as long as I haven't failed, I'm going to keep going at it with like tenacity and dedication. And yeah, this week I've kind of just felt like I mean, this week I was feeling kind of burned out, like on doing so much, just trying to do so much. I was talking about this recently. I've been trying to do too much recently, so I just wanted to take a little bit of a chill pill and not go so hard on the content this week, and I guess last week as well. So the drop off actually kind of makes sense, because inside myself I was feeling like taking a bit of a chill pill. So for example, I wasn't uploading shorts every day this week like I have been pretty like a lot of I've been uploading a lot of shorts. This last 2 weeks I haven't uploaded very many. I haven't tried to put aside time for like video editing. I've just been focusing on stream, really. I've just been focusing on getting to stream and streaming. That's pretty much it. I haven't been trying to be strategic or anything. I haven't tried to be very strategic with what I'm doing. Like, really the most strategic thing is to maybe stream for 4 hours at max per day, and the rest of the time you should be like making content on YouTube, or making shorts, or coming up with plans for content, that kind of thing. Like, I wasn't being very strategic, really. But even though I'm saying that, I kind of was. So I'm selling myself a little short. I was doing strategic stuff, just different stuff this week, I guess. But like, for example, I saw an opportunity in joining like the Union Guild, in perhaps networking with some other streamers that might be interested in playing WoW this run. That was just an opportunity that jumped out at me because I was planning on streaming WoW anyway. I've been saying it for months that I want to play some Burning Crusade and get my Tauren to 70. But then I saw an opportunity, and hey, it looks like this guy that I get compared to a lot, Josh Strife, is also starting WoW and starting his own guild. And I thought, hey, this is a perfect opportunity to perhaps network with some other, content creators or people that enjoy World of Warcraft and whatever. And start this, and also it was a casual guild, and because it's his first time playing, so that's interesting as well. Because I'm kind of a casual player anyway, so the guild fits me, and yeah. So I guess even when I'm not trying to be super on the ball strategic, I was still being a pretty good boy, really. But yeah, I mean, it's good. It's been a good week. We haven't made much. I haven't made much revenue this week. But I have, we've got, like, follows are up. We hit 300 members on the Discord. Like, a lot of good things are happening. It's not always about, like, exactly how much you made this week, And I just try to live very cheaply so I can withstand the knocks maybe where support is down a bit. And, yeah, so I can keep surviving like a cockroach, like I said. Just keep surviving. Keep going. Because as long as you're keeping going, that's like the best thing you can do. The worst thing you can do is get in a position where you can't make content anymore. If you're trying to be a content creator. If you can't do any more reps, it's like at the gym. You don't want to like make it so you now can't bench press. For example, like, oh, you bench press so much that your arms fell off. And now you can't bench press. Well, you've lost the game now, haven't you? Now, you can't even... Your arms are non-functional because you tried to bench press like 600 pounds. That was a bad idea. It's the same with content creation. You, or almost any venture, I guess. Like, once you're at the point where you can't keep going, well, what are you going to do? You're going to have to stop. And that's the way you that's the way you fail. That's the way you really fail. This week seemed like you was working a lot. Yeah, I was, but there's a difference between... There's a difference between the kind of work I was doing this week and the kind of work I do most weeks. So this week I was doing a lot of things that I was working, but I was doing the kind of work I really enjoy, not exactly the kind of work that is best for the business. That's what I was thinking. Like, it's not the kind of work that's best for really growing my channels, or even even inciting like support from people and stuff like that. It was more just like, I'm gonna stream a lot. I like streaming. Streaming is great, and I'm gonna make the streams as good as I possibly can. But I'm gonna stream a lot. That was pretty much my plan, right? And I did that, and I'm happy I did that. But it's not as I don't think it's as effective a strategy as like, okay, I'm going to stream, half the day stream, the other half of the day I need to, really work on this back-end stuff, like coming up with plans for content, reaching out to sponsors, finding new opportunities, sending emails, Like, all that stuff, like, it's part of the gig, but it's not stuff I enjoy. It's just the stuff that's, like, you kind of have to do to grow and to be most effective. It's not like I hate doing that stuff. It's just, like, it is, like, it's the other side of the coin to the fun part of the job, which is, like, streaming, you know, making and uploading videos. You know, coming up with... The fun part of the job is, like, coming up with creative ideas and executing them. The other part of the job is everything else. I mean, the less fun part of the job is everything else about it. But it comes as a package. Like, I don't think there's any job on planet Earth which is, like, always fun. There's always, you know, it's always, you know, there's always going to be work involved in work, you know, in a job. Like, real work.
I hope you find something useful.
It's like, if you like... This might be a good example. If you like dancing, well, you could get very good at dancing. But if you're just always dancing in the same place, where no one can see, even if you're dancing your frickin' heart out, I don't think you're going to make a good living as a dancer. Okay, so that's actually quite a good analogy, I think. Like, I've always been streaming my heart out. Like, I've always been, like, putting so much effort, like, almost like I'm bleeding for streaming, right? That's pretty much what I've done for, like, the last 10 years. Yeah, pushing myself to the limits, almost. To try and be the best, like, streamer I can be. But for most of that time, I was doing as the dancer in my analogy was doing, pretty much, like, streaming to no one, right? And with no way people could find me very well. So I had to figure out that, like, the main thing I had to figure out was, like, well, how are people going to, like, find my stream? And that's where you have to do a lot of, basically, guerrilla marketing, advertisement, like, people got to find you somehow. And that's how you would, and you can't make a living out of it unless people know you're there, and they, and unless you give them a good reason to support you. You know, like, you gotta really provide value to people's lives for them to want to support you. So I think that's a part of it as well. When support is down, I'm thinking, like, I'm probably not providing enough value to people. You know, I'm not providing enough value to people's lives, and I've got to find a way to make my content more valuable. Because at the end of the day, I got into it because I wanted to, I wanted my content to actually, like, be valuable in a way. Whether that's just, like, I'm pretty happy with it just being entertainment value, because a lot of the videos I watched growing up that really made a difference in my life in hard times was just, like, entertaining content. Like, I've watched so many YouTubers over the years, and they really have, a lot of the time, they really help me just by being entertaining. So even if that's all it is, it's just, like, that was entertaining, or I just like hanging out in this person's stream or whatever, that's enough. I'm not saying it has to be, like, ultra valuable, like I need to, you know, save the world, or, like, what do you call it, like, teach you, like, really super valuable, like, lessons, or this, like, insane knowledge that's gonna, like, do whatever, right? But it still has to be valuable in some way, like, high entertainment value, you know, if it's, maybe it's new ideas, that can be really valuable, that kind of thing, you know. Or teaching a skill, something like that. Like, I haven't ruled out, like, teaching skills. Like, for example, I know a lot of good, like, cooking recipes. I know a lot about nutrition. I haven't ruled that out, doing videos like that to help people. Like, sharing the knowledge that I know. I was disappointed I missed the Valheim stream, but you're live again at least. Hey, Ninby. Yeah, I'm just running around Exeter. But hopefully we get a level or something tonight. People have been asking me about streaming today. About if I... so we started off this conversation because someone asked, are you disappointed when you don't get much... Do you feel very disappointed when you don't get much support during a stream? So I was just, like, answering that. And the answer is, no, I don't really feel disappointment. I feel a bit of worry. And then I was talking about, like, just like, you know, how it's been going and how I approach content creation and how I approach things when things are taking a downturn, or at least a downturn in revenue, because we haven't actually had a downturn, by the way, on this channel for a long time. So what I mean by that is numbers always up somewhere. Even if I didn't make money one month, like usually like, oh, followers are up, watch time is up, like that kind of thing, you know? Followers, watch time, subscribers are up, more members in the Discord, people are having more fun in the Discord, just that kind of thing, you know? Like there's always something good going on, at least for the last year, so never really had, I guess that kind of, yeah, we've never actually had, well, we haven't had a downturn yet, pretty much. Like this channel's just growing. Sometimes it grows slower than other months, but it just keeps growing. Like things keep getting better, really. The trend is up, but there are dips and, you know, peaks and dips on the way, pretty much. Zorok says, bro, your voice is too soothing for how much energy you have. Who isn't that a content on like my YouTube? Isn't that a comment someone did on my YouTube once? I think I recognize that comment. The only way to become popular on Twitch now is if you're basically a pro or if you're funny. There are lots of ways. I think you need a secret. I mean, there's like, to become popular on Twitch. That's interesting. Become popular. Depends what level of popular you want, I guess. But yeah, if you're funny, that's a good one. I mean, people sometimes think I'm funny. I'm not always trying to be funny all the time. But people sometimes think I'm funny. I think I can do funny reactions and stuff. I sometimes come up with funny things. Maybe, I don't know. I don't really try to be funny, but I tend to make people laugh a little bit at least. If you're pro, yeah, pro works, but I think a lot of pro streamers are quite... I know some pro streamers that don't seem very happy. And it's because their love is not for streaming often, it's for just playing the game at high level. And also, eventually, what can happen with games is that you don't really enjoy playing the game anymore. So they're kind of doing this thing where they're playing a game they've played for like 10 years, and they're playing it because they're really good at it. But they lost enjoyment a long time ago, and they don't really even like streaming that much, but they just get paid. They just started at one point getting paid a lot for it because they're so good at the game. And I think they can feel quite lost at some point, especially since, like, pro gaming, it's something you age out of as well. Like, probably the best time to start... There's probably a window of pro gaming between age, like, probably age, like, 15 and 25, where your reactions are on point. And you're going to be the best at the game around those ages. After that, you're going to start to slow down. You won't be able to keep up with some of the youngsters. And that can be kind of hard for them as well, because they can't perform at top level anymore. Maybe they're like 5th, 6th. They start dropping. Now they're like 20th in the world. And then they'll get like people saying like, oh, they fell off. They're not good anymore. That kind of stuff. Yeah, I think that can be a hard one, being a pro gamer. And then after that, it's difficult to get back into normal life, because a lot of pro gamers, they don't really have... What they were good at is pro gaming, and then they don't really have like another skill that's nearly as developed as how good they were in a certain game. So for example, they would have to go back, basically have to go back to McDonald's, or like me, like having to go back to like delivery driving if things don't work out, you know. Because they don't have much qualifications for like to get like a high-paying job kind of thing. So I think they can feel kind of stuck as well. Yeah, I think it's kind of tough. I think that's kind of a tough route, being a pro gamer. I mean, it's awesome when it works out, but if you don't also enjoy streaming itself, I think it can be tough for those pro gamers that just get a lot of support because they're really good. Kay needs to do something different. Yeah, circus gamers burnt peanut Dr. Disrespect. Well, I'm kind of similar to those guys, really. The only difference is I'm not much of... My character's just a bit more... what do you call it? My character is not as outrageous, basically. Like, I'm kind of... Burnt Peanut... And I guess they talk about more... They talk about, like, politics and current events and probably... They talk about... You know, they farm engagement off trending topics. I'm just not that kind of content creator. I don't think I can survive doing that. I don't care about that. I don't really want to do it. What I like to do is cover games or entertain you in some way that kind of fits me, not how to put this. I wanted to entertain you in a way that I can keep doing, not just like I can't be a Dr. I can't come up with a character like that that's just like... I can't show up as a character every day that's like an outrageous sort of character. It's just not me. I just don't... It's just not something I would do. I can show up as like a kind of hyped up version of myself. And I can share the love of like gaming and, you know, community and having fun and positivity and stuff. And yeah, just, you know, being spread the I don't know, just, you know what I'm trying to say. Spread the fun. Remember, some YouTubers have other members editing and doing social media. You're doing it all by yourself. Give yourself a break. Yeah, exactly. So there's always to reach exit velocity. Hey, Kid Cootie, how you doing? To reach exit velocity where you're starting to really make a good living off of content is very hard when you're doing it all yourself. You're right. I follow Asmongold since day one, says Calliope, because of the Souls games. He does streaming and also react to videos of his choice of live with his subs. Yeah. Asmongold is really good at streaming. He's good. He's been making content since forever as well. Yeah, I don't think I could do what Asmongold does. I don't think I could do what he does. Like, yeah, reacting constantly to like the most divisive topics in politics and and streaming drama and stuff like that. That's like that'd be like for me that would be like dipping my hand in acid or something. Like I wouldn't be able to do that for long. I wouldn't like that very much. But I can be known for different things, you know. Like there's gonna be a niche I find myself in that's gonna be completely dominated by me because it's gonna be the thing I can do the best. That's what I'm looking for. There's gonna be something out there. I'm still looking for it exactly what it is, but there's got to be something out there that's that I can do uniquely that's gonna, you know, be kind of one of one. You know what I mean? Like Asmongold is one of one. There's no other Asmongold. That's why he does so well, you know. No one does quite the same thing at the level that he does it on Twitch. And that's what I gotta find for myself, you know. Still looking for it, but as I go, I'll be making a lot of videos, a lot of streams, and I hope you guys enjoy them. Yeah, I'm loving these WoW streams, by the way. I am. But I have just been mincing around in Exodar again. Hey, Henry Cavils. Hello, Hackling Lover. His content is mixed and matched now, says Calliope. Yeah, he still sometimes plays games, but often his game... The ones where he plays games, they don't get nearly as high engagement as his videos where he is laughing at streamer drama. Between, like, I've seen recently he does, like, a lot of, like, Hassan things where he's basically, he's basically having, like, a video face-off with Hassan where they make videos about how stupid each other are. Or he's making videos about politics, being open about how he feels about things, you know. And his views are quite Asmongold has quite extreme views, so it's almost like there's some shock content. Yeah, I guess there's a bit of like shock involved. Like his content is like I can't believe they said this. Yeah, that's the kind of thing he'll do. I can't believe that they said this, and then people want to click on the video because they're like, well, what is it he's reacting to, you know? It's very like he does like these very vague like content hooks which work really well. Then people click on the video, then he's talking about his views on some topic, and his views are always kind of a bit they're entertaining because they're a bit different from how they're a bit different from the status quo usually, but also at the same time his views where it really counts often do mirror the views of most people, you know, like the kind of like the middle ground kind of viewpoint. He does have extreme views outside of that, but that's how he's relatable as well. So he's relatable as well as extreme at the same time, and it's an entertaining mix for people. Yeah, he's just a personality as well. He's a personality. He's like a one of one, so he's entertaining. Clickbait. Yeah, he does like the clickbait thing. But then he is always talking about he's very relevant. Like his stuff he talks about is always so like cutting edge as to what's on the news like right now, what people are talking about, you know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I never know what the cutting edge like thing is. I kind of used to when I was younger. I kind of fell off in that way. Like I'm always kind of behind a bit. I'm behind the news a bit. When I was younger, I don't know, maybe it's like I'm not signed up to the right websites or something, or I don't have a good media habit with like looking at the right kind of news or something that would get clicks, but yeah, I'm like behind, but it might just be because, like someone said earlier, I'm doing the content creation thing completely myself, so I don't have time to like stay on the cutting edge of that stuff at the moment. And I don't want to because my content's not to do with it anyway. Like I said, I'm trying to find what I can do the best at. Like I don't want to be trying to do what Asmongold does. I wouldn't fit me. I wouldn't want to try to do what Hassan does. That would kill me. The shit, like I wouldn't want to get into that stuff. Yeah, so yeah, like a lot of these, like I wouldn't want to do what Speed does. I don't think I would want to do exactly what like Dantic does. And Dan's got a really good gig going, but I think he's the only one that can make the kind of content he makes. I don't think I could do his content. I can help him. Like if he's doing a video, I can collab with it, and I can help him out. Maybe even in the editing, you know, I can help out with the filming ideas and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's got to be his. He's running that show. And so when I was collabing with Dantic, it was pretty much like, I think I'm quite a good collab. I was hearing in Josh's stream the other day, he was talking about collabing with other streamers, and he was talking about what makes like a bad collabing streamer or content creator and a good one. And he was talking about like basically it's like sometimes it's like bashing egos, because say two streamers are collabing, they'll both want to be the main character. Whereas the way I approach it is different. I don't really think about it like that. I'm thinking about how can we make the best content. I'm not thinking about it like how can I make sure I'm the main character here, you know what I mean? I never even thought about it that way before until Josh put it that way, that people do that. Because the way I think about it is so different. I'm just like thinking about how can we make the video good. So when I was collabing with Dan, it was all about just like how can we make this video that Dan's making as good as possible. And if that meant like in one scene I would be not in the scene, or I would be off the screen, like, or I would not be saying a line, like I had no issue with that. Because at the end of the day, we're just trying to make a good video. And I think people appreciate a good video more than people trying to get as much screen time as possible, trying to put their name out there as much as possible, trying to profit as much as possible off, you know, the clout of someone else. Or someone else's audience, you know. So I think I'm a good collabor, I hope so. Yeah, because to me it's just like, I think what I'm interested in is actually making good things. Like making it good, fun for people, as good as I can anyway. Good luck with your journey, the journey your own thing. If you're very well spoken, hope you find something that feels yours. Thank you. Oh, is that Josh? Is that the actual Josh Strife Hayes? Is that Josh? The heck? Oh, this is the editor. Hey, Josh Strife says. Hello. I've seen your channel, Josh Strife says. So, you're the channel editor. Yeah, I think I'm subbed to that one. Let me just have a look. So you have a so you have the setup where you run Josh's Josh Strife Says channel, and the Josh Strife Says channel is like clips from stream, isn't it? It's doing quite well. You got 300k subscribers, 1.4 thousand videos. Oh, just found this because I follow everything related to Josh. This stream popped up because you're distributing. Oh, okay. So, do you know why So I'll tell you of how I found Josh's stream. So basically, the way I found Josh to begin with is because I was streaming. I've been streaming since 2016, and I would get people telling me that I reminded them of Josh, and we both get called Henry Cavill all the time. You're probably the one people talk about as the another streamer of the Union. Well, there's at least three. There's iStream, there's MZ Lay, there's also Raged Darling. I think there might be more streamers. But yeah, the reason I joined the Union is because I was planning on doing WoW anyway. I was planning on doing WoW Burning Crusade anyway. Then I happened to see that Josh was doing it and making a guild, and I was like, this is perfect. Now I don't have to make my own guild. I can just join Josh's. And because it's a casual run, it suits me so well. Because I've always been a casual player of WoW. Like right now, I'm just mincing around Exodar. I'm not even freaking playing. I did power level this week though. I got to 20. Pretty happy with my leveling so far. But yeah, the way I found Josh is because people kept saying that I reminded them of Josh. Like I get compared to a few other content creators. Like another one is Sea Dog VA, who's a basically another British. He's a voice actor, that one. So I've been compared to Josh, compared to Sea Dog. So then I obviously searched who Josh was. I quite like his content actually. It's good. It's good. It's very distinct from other people. I think he is the only Josh out there. But he's not the only person that gets compared to Henry Cavill all the time. So that's basically how I know of Josh, because I was getting compared to Henry Cavill all the time. And then people were saying, also saying that happens to Josh as well. So that's how I know. That's how I know of Josh, because I kept getting compared to him and also compared to Henry Cavill, which also happens to Josh constantly. So we both, during our streams, people come in, they're like, "Hey, you look like. Has anyone said you look like Henry Cavill? You remind me of Henry Cavill. You sound like Henry Cavill. Are you Henry Cavill?" So we both have that same thing going. But yeah, obviously his channel's really good. I think it's good. I think it's great. And yeah, I've been seeing the Josh Strife Says videos. I didn't know it was run by a separate entity. I've got a clips channel myself. My editor is just a member of the Discord right now. But yeah, we haven't really uploaded for a while on the Clips channel. But I've been uploading a lot of shorts. Good luck with the journey finding your own thing. You're very well spoken. Hope you find something that fills yours. Thank you, thank you. Are you in the union yourself, Josh says? Are you in the union? Yeah, I've actually been really enjoying being in the union. I think it's the best guild I've been in. Definitely the best guild I've been in. And that's across my whole, like, World of Warcrafting adventure. I think it's been super fun as well having, like, a linchpin streamer in the guild is nice. Like, it being Josh's guild is nice, I think, because you can check out his stream and just see what's going on, you know? You can check out other people's streams as well in the Union. And it's nice how it's all the same server, so it's like, I'm doing this right here, but this is also happening in this same world. It's kind of like trippy. Moon says, I just went to see this Josh Strife. You two don't look alike or sound alike, says Moonstars. Well, other people think we do. Basically, he has he's Midlands, but to people outside the UK, he's from a different part of the UK. I'm from more down south. So we don't. I kind of agree with you. We don't really sound that similar or look alike, but to a lot of other people we do. To a lot of other people, just like for example, when people were saying I sound like or look like Henry Cavill. I've never really agreed with it fully, but I go along with it. I go along with it because it's actually a massive compliment, isn't it? And I'm sure, you know, Josh does it. I'm sure Josh doesn't really think he does either. But you know, people say it. People see that similarity. Josh Strife says, I'm 100% slacking off already by joining this stream, so I can't join the guild even when I would want to. Have to keep editing. Oh, I see. Yeah, well, I've been slacking off myself editing because I'm in the guild. So yeah, that does happen. I think that just happens with World of Warcraft. If you get into World of Warcraft, you're getting out of other things. I was doing a lot of shorts uploading. Now I'm not. But now I'm also level 20 on this Dranei, and I'm also level 45 on my Tauren. So, things are happening. But a lot of the things that are happening are inside Azeroth. Which is alright. I'm happy with it. I think this is my chance to finally, you know, really get into World of Warcraft. For maybe the last time. I don't know. I might, if they do a Wrath of the Lich King, maybe I'll show up for that as well. You don't look like him. You definitely sound like him, though. And so the thing is, but we both get compared to the same. We both get compared to the same actor. So perhaps we don't look too much alike, but we both look a bit like someone else. That's where, I think that's where the comparison comes from. That's where the comparison comes from. I think his style of streaming is quite different to mine, but yeah, he's like he's very humorous. He's very good at sarcasm. You know what? I don't think I'm that good at sarcasm. It's not something in my tool belt. I'm not very good at sarcasm. But he is. He does those like sarcastic bits, which I think are really funny. Yeah, we definitely have different styles. Definitely. But yeah, I think people just see I think it's the Henry Cavill thing. People both compare us to them, so then they start to talk about Josh's in my stream. That's basically how I learned it. How I what do you call it? Learned of Josh, and I don't know how long I've known of him for. Probably quite a few years. But I saw yeah, he's doing really well. I saw him. He got mentioned in like Moist Critical's stream. No, in his Moist Critical video not that long ago. That was pretty cool. So yeah, it's good to see he's doing well. And this union thing is crazy. Like, it's amazing how many guild members he got in like 3 days. Completely maxed out the guild. I think it's 1,000 limit or something. So you got 1,000 people in about what? Yeah, 3 days. Apparently filled up the guild filled up the guild charter faster than any other guild on the server, which is pretty cool.
Welcome. Browse at your leisure. Do you wish
Yeah, but I also thought it might be a bit funny and memey to join Josh's guild just because we both get compared to Henry Cavill. That was like another thing. As another, I just thought that might be funny. Who knows? It's a little bit. I think it's a little bit weird. It's a little bit like multiversey. It's kind of like when Charlie Moist Critical was doing like the Charlie verse. It's like the Cavill verse, right? Just these like slightly looking like Cavill people. Dark hair and blue eyes. You're good at swearing. Tut tut. Did I swear? Did I swear today? I'm good at swearing. You swear all the time. I'm sorry. I try not to swear, actually. Usually I say, like, something... Like I say sugar, honey, iced tea, that kind of thing. Because I don't want to get demonetized on YouTube. But Abby says, I don't remember. Maybe I have sworn today. I think usually when I swear it's because I'm being, like, killed in a video game. Which is fine, because when I get killed in a video game... I don't know, it can sometimes feel like I'm getting killed in real life. So I think that's a perfect time to swear. You know, if you're really immersed in a video game and you get killed, it's kind of like, you know, it almost feels like it's really happening. And at that point, if you're not swearing, you're doing something wrong, I think. You should be swearing. Anyway, you know what I really want to do? Sell this spider silk on the auction house.
The Naru have not forgotten us. Safe journey.
The Legion's end draws near.
All prices here are reasonable. I hope you find something useful.
Okay, so... I'm actually... My brain is a potato. My brain is mashed potato, dude. I gotta take a break. I gotta take a day off tomorrow, don't I? I gotta just tomorrow, no matter what, don't play WoW. Okay, this is the bank. Why do I always do that? I always think the bank is the auction house in this freaking place. Okay, that's the bank over there. I mean the auction house. Hey, Syntastic. I'm new on Classic, also leveling Shaman. So far, it's been awful. Does it get better after 40? Dual wielding, survivability, etc. I'm 35. I can't say too much about leveling a Shaman, because the only experience I've had on Shaman is leveling this character, and also I once boosted a Shaman. You know what? I think I did get a Shaman's level 40 once. But that was a long time ago in retail. So I've gotten a Shaman to about level 40 something in retail. But yeah, I think I know what happened. I got one to like level 40, and then I boosted it with I think Wrath of the Lich King or Cataclysm. I think it was Cataclysm. It came with an account boost. So I think I boosted a Shaman to like level top level. So I don't really know much about Shaman. I really don't. I can tell you anything about Shaman 1 to 20 though, because that's what I've been doing, and I've been really enjoying that. I'm new on Classic, Burning Crusade, also leveling Shaman. So far it's been awful. Does it get better after 40? Dual wielding, survivability. Wait, why has it been awful though? Wait, Syntastic, I don't get it. Like, for me it's been good. Have you been buying all your spells, equipping the right gear? Have you, yeah, what stats have you been going for? Because, I'm an enhancement shaman. And, it seems like I'm fine. Like, I felt pretty strong. Main Shaman is in retail, but retail experience is trivial. Also heard bad things about Burning Crusade with gatekeepers and the pickup experience being awful. Any comment on that? So far so good, but I'm in a good guild. Like, you just want to get yourself in a good guild where people really want to help out. Like a nice, find a nice casual friendly guild, I think. If that's what you're into, and the pickup groups won't be bad because you can just ask the guild, hey, anyone want to run this? Do you want to run Dead Mice? Do you want to run this? And yeah, that's how you. I mean, that's the best way to play WoW. Get in a good. Just find a good guild, and you can find a guild, and if it's not for you, just leave it. Find a new one. I've not really heard. I mean, I haven't had a bad experience with Classic at all. I haven't had a bad experience. I had to resort to playing healer. I met healer main anyways. Also playing enhancement. I'm mostly missing and resisting attacks. End up barely soloing a mob. I assume that's the usual Classic experience. I mean, barely soloing a mob is not. I don't think so. Like, if I go out and fight a mob around my level, it depends what level the mob is, but if it's around my level, I'm going to pretty handily destroy the mob. Maybe every 2 or 3 mobs I have to heal myself, and then maybe, like, restore some mana, but... I mean, to me, I've only ever played Classic, so... Maybe it's normal to me, but... Yeah, because I've only ever played up to Cataclysm, which is all considered Classic. So maybe this is just normal for me, like, that's just how WoW has always been to me. I've never played past Cataclysm, really. Played a bit of Warlords of Draenor, and that's it. And that felt pretty similar to Cataclysm, to be honest, Warlords of Draenor. So yeah, I can't really... I don't really know. I mean, to me, I felt pretty strong. Especially now, I've got loads of spells at level 20. I feel like I'm strong as hell right now. Okay. I think it's time to sell this spider silk.
Good fortune.
You know what? When I used to play WoW all those years ago, I remember a lot of times playing WoW a bit like this, where I just minced around. But usually I'd be talking in general chat and stuff. I used to use like World of Warcraft as a bit of a chat room sometimes. I'd be just chatting in general chat to people. To me, it was just like sometimes it was like an online chat room, spamming general or trade. Yeah, I'm not really doing much today. We did already have a subathon today, so I'm kind of streaming extra hours after that. Streaming extra hours. Just trying to catch some motion, gamers. Trying to catch some motion, or I'm trying to be in motion. I'm not. I still haven't figured out how to use that properly. That new way of, well, that new expression, motion. I've got motion, I think. Do I have motion? Okay, spider silk. Selling. Why does it say buy here? Wait, I can buy on the selling page? Oh, because it's for buying when you're trying to control the market? Ah, I get it. So on the selling page, you can be like, buy, and then sell for a higher price. Ah, maybe I should try that. Do I have enough gold for that? Should we set it for 20? Oh, yeah, look what I'm going to do here. See these ones that are 15? So you're going to take the whole day off tomorrow, right? No editing. I think I have to. Like, Moon, I am cooked. My brain is, like, completely cooked. I think you could, like, fry an egg on my head or some shit right now. I don't even know what's going on. Yeah, I gotta just, like, no screens tomorrow, no nothing, to get really, like, properly reset for Monday. I think that's what I gotta do. Saying that, though, I probably will have to do my stream schedule tomorrow. Or at least something. I have to do like a little bit of work, but I will not stream. I will not work. That feels painful for me to say. I think I'm a workaholic right now. I want to just keep working all the time. You know what I'll do? Maybe I'll watch a movie. That's it. I'll watch an anime. I'll go one further. I'll watch something... an anime. I've been wanting to watch the anime for ages. What is it? It's I always forget the name. Oh yeah, Sentenced to be a Hero. I've been wanting to watch that for a long time. It just sounds like it might be nice. Might be nice to watch that. I used to be a big fan of anime when I was younger. Now that I've got proof you're going to take the day off, it's a verbal contract. Oh, but yeah, I guess I'll take a day off. But is it a day off if what if I play WoW off stream? Maybe I play WoW off stream. That might be nice. I could play a bit of WoW off stream. I guess so. Yeah. I could play a bit of WoW off stream. That would still be a break. Duration 24 hours. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, wait. No. Wait. No. My idea was buying these first, right? Yeah, let's buy these first. One. Yeah, let's try to, like, get a better price on silk. Price increased by 91. Stop. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and now we post for... Wait, why is it not refreshed? Do we just have to click it again? Oh, and now we get to sell for 28. Big brain. Big brain. I mean, big brain. Sorry, without the reverb, I just sound crazy, don't I? Your brain is still active. Can you play WoW without the keyboard? No. No. It's funny that the Josh's editor said that I was well spoken. Was it Josh's editor saying I was well spoken? Because I do not feel well spoken today. I feel like I'm not. I feel like I'm having trouble talking. But you are the main character, says Moonstars. It's not always about the game you're playing, says Moonstars. Ooh, what do you mean about... what do you mean? When I was talking about collabs... Yeah, so I'm saying I hope I'm a good collaborator, because I wouldn't want anyone to think I'm trying to, like, come out on top in, say, a collab deal or whatever. So I did collaborate with Dantig. I think he was happy. I think he was happy with my collaboration. I hope so. I think he was. I hope I didn't come across the wrong way. But yeah, that comment from Josh the other day made me kind of feel paranoid, because I was like, shit. I didn't even cross my mind, like, in a collaboration I would be trying to, like, So Josh gave an example of, he said there are streamers or content creators that you might work with, and they'll have contracts for you to sign where they'll say, like, on your stream, my name has to appear before your name. Like, that kind of thing. Like, I've never even considered that people would be doing that kind of thing, because I guess I live in a bubble where all the streamers I know are really nice. Like, I really don't know any streamers that would... I don't think any of the streamers I know would do that kind of thing. But then, I guess my circle of streamers are kind of, like, on the smaller side. I guess so. And then Dan himself, he's just a guy that loves making YouTube videos, to be honest. It's pretty similar to the way I go about things. So for Dan, I think he has a similar mindset that we're just trying to make the best video. Like, if you watch Dan's content, he's not trying to big himself up much, is he? He's just literally like, it's everything for the video's sake. Everything for the video's sake. So that's kind of the mindset I have. I just want to make a big video. Big video, good video, you know. As good as I can make it. I also like... it was fun collabing with other people to make a video, because we're all on the same wavelength of just like, we're trying to make something nice, I guess. It was nice. And like, we're all kind of like... so we're all kind of like a bit nerdy about like cameras and like... I guess like... movie making in a way. Movie making, but it's for YouTube. I guess making YouTube videos. We're all kind of like nerdy about, like, we had a lot of talk. We had a lot to talk about. We had a lot to talk about. It was nice. And all into gaming as well. We had a lot to talk about when it came to games. Dan and his crew. It was good. Yeah, so I definitely need to take a day off, because as you can see, my gameplay is slowed to, like, I can't even put spider silk on the auction house anymore. My brain is cooked. I think probably tomorrow no caffeine. And maybe even, I might even do the note zero, I might even just go caffeine free this week. I think caffeine really, it burns me out. When I drink like coffee and tea, it feels like I'm like lighting myself on fire from both ends. It really does. That's what I just go into like a frenzy where I can't stop working and streaming and yeah, this is what it does, and it does it as at a detriment to my physical being, I think. Yeah, it is like it's like the expression lighting a candle at both ends. That's what I feel like when I'm like drinking coffee and tea a lot. It's kind of fun for a little bit, but then you reach the point where the candle is just burnt to this tiny nub. You know, I'm burnt to a nub right now, and then it gets not fun. Then I have to probably sleep for a whole day to get back to normal. You swore? I said I swore? When did I swear? Did I actually swear without realizing it? Damn, maybe... Well, you know what? I am Scottish, Australian, and English. Like, those are... That's the mix I am. It's a miracle I'm not swearing every sentence. It's a bloody miracle I'm not swearing every sentence with that mix, that eclectic mix of potty mouth DNA. Bloody hell. Do you know what Scottish people call each other as terms of endearment, and as well as Australians, as well as English people? Like, we have a lot of terms of endearment that are literally just the worst swear words you can possibly say. And that's how we say hello, so... Yeah, it's just that, yeah, what am I supposed to do? I'm built this way. Like, honestly, I'm trying not to swear. And I don't think I do swear very much, really. I think I'm pretty good at not swearing, because my videos don't often get, like, demonetized from the word. Sometimes my shorts do, because it will be like, F-bomb, S-bomb, you know, because I'm being, like, attacked by something. Or, like, something's going on like that. And then, if that's at the start of the short, or if it's in the short, because the short is less than 60 seconds, then that's just going to be like, that's a lot of swearing per second. If it's the course of a stream, then maybe there'll be a little tiny, like, a few second clips where I'm swearing, but it's over, like, a 5-hour stream. So then it's fine with it, because it's like, if you look at this, like, the amount of words being said, the percentage of words which are bad is, like, it's very small. So it's fine. Also, I guess I'm never inciting harm, right? So no keyboard on games, it's binding contract, turn the brain off. Yes, I think tomorrow I do need to do that, but it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be painful, because right now I'm all about just like spending multitudes of hours on my PC editing, or I guess actually not editing this week. This is just all. It was just all stream, wasn't it? Or the last apparently 11 days. The last 11 days just all streaming. Stream. You know what though? Going through this that's the wrong word. Crucible. I almost said crucifix, and I was like, isn't that a cross that you get nailed to? No, not that. Crucible of which is like, crucible is like a sort of like a trial of it's difficult, and you know it's going to test you. Because I've gone through this crucible of 11 days of streaming, pretty much as much as I physically could. I've developed my streaming skill, I hope. Right now it's like, you know when you're like lifting at the gym? You know when you're like lifting at the gym and you get to the last reps and you're like, and it's like really hard. That's where I am right now, but for streaming. So I've streamed so much the last 11 days that I'm now, during this stream, I'm on the last reps and I'm like, I'm gonna get him out, but like, this is it. This is literally it. Hey, Lex, thank you for the hydrate. Thank you. Thank you for the channel redemption. I do need to drink water. Thanks for helping me out. But yeah, that's the wrong scene. But yeah, that's what's going on. Like, so I hope you understand if you come to this stream and you're like, why is KorokuGaming a bit different this stream? I mean, I was pretty much myself in the Valheim stream, right? Well, I am myself right now, but it's a different side of me, I guess. I think a comment earlier brought it out of me. A comment at the like the vibe of stream, the vibe. There was a vibe shift. Vibe shift today. At the gym, you push yourself so much that you vomit. Yeah, I know. Did I vomit after doing exercise? I don't think I've ever vomited after doing exercise. I do push myself so hard that I can't move a couple days later, though. Yeah, I am quite good at pushing myself in the gym. To the point where I can't walk anymore. That is actually a bad thing that I do. That is bad, but I don't know how to fix that, really. Because when I'm at the gym, when I'm doing the exercise... Don't blame me, I asked a question. Oh, you think... Oh, I'm not trying to blame you. So, sorry about that, Moonstars. I wasn't trying to put blame. A vibe shift happened, but it's not like something bad. A vibe shift happened, and it was more how I reacted than anything you said. So the blame is on me. The blame is on me. Don't worry about that. I wasn't trying to put blame on anyone, like, for changing the vibes. No, the vibe shift happened within me, but it was triggered by something, but it wasn't like a bad thing at all. Don't worry about that. It happens, you know. It happens. Unread mail from Alliance or Auction House. Okay, so since I can't play the game right now, like I think I burnt out my gaming ability. It's burned. It's gone. Candle at both ends. Oh, auction 1. Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh, I forgot to put them back on the... Let's finish this auction housing then. So I forgot that when you buy things, it doesn't go instantly in your bag. It goes in your mailbox. You know what would be nice if it went instantly in your bag? Should we streamline WoW a bit? Yeah, I think it should go instantly in your bag when you're in the auction house. It'd be much easier. Because then you would just like... But then it would ruin the immersion a little bit. I think some of these... some of the choices of older MMOs... where it's a bit long to do things... It's in a way, it's... I kind of like it like that. Like when the game makes me do things. Like, oh, I have to walk to the auction. I have to walk to the mailbox. Boo-hoo. It kind of immerses you more. It's immersive. It's the rules of the game. Them's the rules. I'm just going to sell them now at this price. Cool. So we've increased the auction... Did you see what we did there? We increased the auction house price from, like, it was like 15 silver. We've increased it now to like, now it's like 26. We did a good thing. We helped the economy. We boosted the price of spider silk through a few choice moves of buying out some low price ones. 3 stacks of 1, I think I want to sell. No, do I want to do that? You know what? 1 stack of 3, because I think people want these in multiples, maybe. I assume they want them in multiples. I'll just try a stack of 3, see what happens. Yeah, let's just do it. 1 stack of 3. There we go. Yeah, I'm not like the... I don't know. I don't have, like, amazing knowledge of what every item in the game is for right now. I think you build that up over playing for many hours across many alts, right? I don't have that knowledge right now, so to me, I don't know how to sell spiders. I don't even know if people want spider silk. I would assume they would, because it sounds good for tailoring, right? Spider silk, probably for something nice for tailoring, but I wasn't sure. I really wasn't sure. Scroll a lot of agility, scroll of stamina, melon juice, shiny bauble, anti-venom. Yeah, so I think this week coming up, I think my strategy this week, when it comes to streams and content, I'm probably going to cut down on the caffeine, because I think it's burnt me out a bit. I've been like hitting the caffeine. I'm just been having a lot of coffee and tea for like the last 3 weeks, I would say. I think I'm at the end of... I think now that I need coffee and tea to feel normal. And at that point, like, I got to cut down. So I think I might just go caffeine-free this week. Make sure I'm doing my exercise. I'm going to be a bit more strategic with, you know, uploading shorts again to the channels. I am going to stream a lot, as usual. But probably not, like, 8-hour marathon streams every day. But you know what? I would like to do a couple of WoW long streams because I think those are good. I think they're fun. I think they're fun for you guys. They're fun for me. I think I might do like a couple of those. But apart from that, I'm going to cut down the WoW hours a little bit from what I've done this week, and we're going to play some other games. Perhaps finish off the Metroid Prime 4 playthrough. Perhaps do that Arc Knight. If they accept Stream Elements, I'll do the Arc Knights Enfield sponsor because that game looks pretty cool. We'll see what that's about. I haven't really touched the gacha game since I tried what was that? I always forget the frickin' name of this one. The first popular gacha game where it was like a Breath of the Wild ripoff. That one, I haven't touched a gacha game since I tried that, and that I think it was in early access or something when I tried it, so it wasn't like, it wasn't great, it was alright. Yeah, Genshin, so I haven't touched a gacha game since have I touched a gacha game? I reckon there's probably a game that I've played that is a gacha game, but I didn't realise. But I don't know. I'm thinking like maybe one snuck in there. Like maybe I did play a gacha game at some point. But yeah, I don't think I've played a gacha game since Genshin. And when I played Genshin, it was brand new, and it was kind of, I was kind of like, this is cool, like free to play. I don't have to pay any money, and it's kind of like Breath of the Wild. But then I was also thinking, but you know what? It's not really as good as Breath of the Wild at all. So I was like, well, I have Breath of the Wild. I think I'm going to play Breath of the Wild. That was basically my thought process. I don't know if anyone else thought that way about Genshin back then, but to me, like, Genshin was like, it's maybe good if you haven't played Breath of the Wild, then Genshin's probably like really cool because it's like, wow, look, I have this big world and stuff. But like Breath of the Wild already did that, and it did it better. Like the gameplay was better, and you know, all of that. So to me back then, I didn't really think too much of it. I just thought like, oh, this is a cool free to play. At least free to play. I'll try it out. But I didn't really think it was that good. I didn't think it was that good. But those games have taken over in a way. They're called like live service games, right? So Genshin's a live service game. Arc Knights Enfield is another one. I think it's a live service. I'm going to double check that actually. Is Arc Knights Enfield a good... The fuck? I forgot what I was typing mid-sentence. Yeah, there's something wrong. Gamers, I need a break tomorrow. Is Arc Knights Enfield yeah, is it a live service game? That's what I wanted to check. Yeah, these live service games have been doing really well, haven't they? Like they're getting really popular. Yes, it is a live service, free-to-play anime action RPG with gacha mechanics, featuring regular content updates, story expansions, and character banners. Yeah, so these things are kind of taking over there. I think MMO gamers that liked MMOs are moving on to these live service games. So it might be interesting to check out the live service game and compare it to how WoW functions, because to me, I still really like World of Warcraft Classic. Now, the reason I might still really like this game is because I never really burnt out on WoW. I never played it too much. A lot of people played WoW so much, and they played it for so long, that they basically can't look at WoW anymore without throwing up. That's a lot of people, right? At least a vocal minority that feel that way about World of Warcraft. With me, I never really played it enough to get sick of it. So for me, I'm just really enjoying this playthrough. But I would like to see how the live service games compare, so that might be interesting, playing Arc Knights Enfield and seeing how that experience compares to a game like World of Warcraft. Obviously, these live service games are getting very popular, and they're getting popular in modern day, so it's like, I don't know what the gameplay mechanics are going to be like. I don't know if they have any kind of older school mechanics, or if it's like completely new. Maybe they have good combat systems, maybe they don't. I just want to see kind of how the game functions. I'm kind of interested. Because, yeah, I've had some people in chat telling me that Arc Knights is really good. And they, yeah, so hopefully we can run the Arc Knights sponsor next week. If not, I probably won't play it, because I'll just wait until they offer me a sponsor for it again, basically. I need a monetary incentive. Like, I'm interested in this, but I also would like that monetary incentive to try it out as well. Because otherwise, I'd rather just, like, keep with the current stream schedule, like, where we're completing these games I already have playthroughs for, basically. Yeah. And yeah, this has been a I think this has been a non-typical KorokuGaming stream, hasn't it? Completely stopped playing the game. Yapping about yapping about yapping. Because I'm talking about a lot about streaming, so I'm yapping about the discipline of yapping for hours on end. Hopefully in a manner that people like. At least some people. It's not yapping, says Vanavi. Oh, oh, it is. Yeah, it is yapping, Vanavi.
May I be of service?
It's all yap. It's yapping all the way down, as they say. It's yapping all the way down. It's always been yapping. It will never cease being yapping. Might be a high quality yap, but it's still a yap. Oh, you might like the yap. You might even love the yap. But it's yap. It's all yapping. Okay, so, well, my bags are sorted for next time we play. This Moss Agate needs to go to my bag. Let's just, like, sort out my bags and log out. That's what I'll do. Next time I play, I won't be confused by all these greens in my bag, and I'm like, what the hell am I looking at here? I don't know if these have come from my... The big mistake I made at the start of stream was, like, opening my mailbox and just pressing open all. So I completely forgot all the context of why there was all this stuff in my bag. And that was very confusing for me.
Open your heart to the light.
No. How about you open your heart to the darkness? Okay, so coarse stone, bear meat. Have you opened your heart to the light, lady? Well then, I would suggest that you don't, you know, tell me what I should open my heart to. You haven't even done it yourself, have you? I don't see you. You're just here all day asking for money, aren't you? Banking. Never seen you leave your post. Addicted to... She's a workaholic. She's another one. Addicted to her post here. She's always just working. Look how much gold she's got behind her. Bloody hell. And she's a hoarder. Wait, I can go in here. Wait, what? I didn't know I could go in here. That's pretty cool. I can dance on all the money. How come I never see anyone dancing on all the money over here? Or... laying down on the money. That's pretty good stuff. I didn't know you could... I assumed there was, like, glass here, I guess. I don't know. I didn't know you could just jump... I thought there'd be an invisible wall. But not only is there not an invisible wall, look, these walls are completely... You're able to phase through them like the frickin' Terminator T-2000, or whatever it is. In Terminator 2. Able to just phase through them. Anyway. You can phase through the bars. Do you guys remember that scene? Have you guys seen Terminator 2? The scene is... So he's made out of, like... I'm sure you've all seen the scene. He's made out of, like, liquid metal. We do brainstorming here, says Vanavi. Keep the brain running. I love brainstorming. Yeah, my brain is... have you seen that clip of Elon Musk where he's like, my mind is a storm? Yeah, I can relate, man. My mind is short. It is like a short circuit. If you scale it up, it would be a storm, but really it's just short circuiting all over the place. My mind is a storm. You wouldn't like to be me. My mind is a storm and I have too much money. It's terrible. Also, I'm built like a fridge. Seen that photo where he's got his shirt off? There's a body like one of those lead-lined fridges. how's he built like that, dude? Anyway. Enough about Elon's body. I shouldn't ever comment on people's appearance just because I think I can because they're so rich. You know what I mean? Yeah, I shouldn't do that. That's like low, that's not classy behavior. I shouldn't do that. Yeah, he doesn't look that bad, really, does he? Elon, you're looking alright, dude. Look a bit like a fridge. It's alright. It's all good. I'm gonna dance in Exeter. There we go. Now we're partying. Anti-Venom. Coarse stone, rough stone. Coarse stone, rough stone. Yeah, I've gone insane. Well, this happens like once every couple of months. Koroku's gone insane. I've lost my marbles. I streamed too much, too long. And, yeah. I think I broke something inside me. But you know what? The good thing about... the good thing is that we know about this stream. I always bounce back, don't I? I'm gonna bounce... So when this happens, it's actually a good thing, because I'm about to bounce. Not just bouncing by leaving, I mean bouncing by like I'm about to hit the floor. And bounce up like a basketball. To new and higher heights. Okay, so... I keep looking at this frickin' potion. I'm thinking it's a healing, a mana potion, but it's not, it's a water breathing. I think my inventory is sorted. So the anti-venom is something... That's a new thing I have. Should I just sell that? No, because maybe I'll get poisoned. Maybe I'll keep that. I might get poisoned, who knows? And if I get poisoned, then we use it, right? I'm going to put some earth root in the bank, maybe. In the guild bank? Yeah, maybe someone might want some earth root. You know what? Probably, it's probably a bad idea, because I think... Oh no, look! There's a stack of 8 earth root. I'm such a good guild member. I'm going to put 1 earth root on that stack, so now it's 9 earth root. And what else should I put in the guild bank? Probs nothing else, right? Do they like scrolls, maybe? Oh! I've just seen all this malachite. Am I still making malachite? Am I still doing the malachite right now? What are we doing here? What are we doing? We're doing moss agate. Is there any... Oh, there's... Oh, moss agate, it must be rare, dude. Because I never see it in big stacks. Must be kind of rare. There's got malachite tiger's eye. TikToks is wondering if I need any extra copper for jewel crafting, that they get for jewel crafting. I think I'm done with copper. Wait, am I done with copper? No, because I need it for bronze, right? Yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Sure, that would be nice. Yeah, I need that for bronze. I need copper for bronze. Yeah, so they want to send me some copper because they're about to not need any copper anymore. So they're wondering if I still need copper. I do need copper. I also need shadow gems. I need moss agate. Not really though. I need moonstones apparently. I need pearls. No, I think... Oh no, I still need malachite. Yeah. So I need tiger's eye as well. Well, I should probably take this. Can I stack the tiger's eye? Like, am I allowed that? Yeah, I am. Yes, I might take this. Oh, hey, here are pearls. Okay, I'm allowed 2. I'm starting to talk like Boris Johnson. Do you hear that? That sounded like a bit like Arnold now. Anyway, sorry, that was a horrible noise. So small lustrous pearl. Yeah, I need to cut down on the caffeine. This is always what happens. After about 3 weeks of really like drinking lots of coffee and tea. This is what happens. I've squeezed the stone too hard. I'm trying to draw blood out of a stone. I'm drawing blood out of a stone. We're going to bounce back, gamers, don't you worry. Always do. Ring of Silver Might, Brilliant Necklace, Gloom Band. I'm trying to work out, like, I feel like, I don't worry, don't worry. I will cease yapping for a little second now, as I focus on what I'm trying to do. So, small lustrous pearl, I do need those. I need those quite a lot, but not as much as I need. Oh, I need... Oh, shoot. This needs Malachite, Tiger's Eye, and Shadow Gem. Oh, this is the blue one. Of course, yeah, I shouldn't be making that for leveling. I should be making... That's quite good, Shadow Gem one. I'm trying to figure out what's good for leveling my skill. That's alright, I guess, the necklace. That just needs... That needs moss agate. I need silver. Moonstone, silver, moss agate. I guess, like, I need moss agate. I need moss agate, but the problem is that there's only 3 in the guild bank. I might just take them anyway. I'm taking them. Oh, there's only 2 in the guild bank. It's not even 3. Oh, I'm gonna have 3. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Have 3. I was thinking, like, why was I thinking 3 in my head? Because I'm gonna have 3 if I take 2. Okay. I don't really need malachite for it. Do I? I do need malachite, but do I need a lot of it for leveling? The Gloom Band is quite a good leveling one, but there's no Shadow Gems inside the guild bank at all. Bronze Band of Force is going to need Malachite, Tiger's Eye, Shadow Gem. So everything needs Shadow Gem. It's all the Shadow Gem looks like it is the thing I need to level up. Unless I level off yellow things. I could level off yellow things, in which case Small Lustrous Pearl is what I want. And bronze. Yeah, I can just level off bronze and, like... Yeah, I can level off this stuff. I don't need to level off the orange stuff. Some of that orange stuff is quite expensive to make. Like, too many ingredients. Too fussy. Yeah, I think I'll take the pearls. Because then I can make the pearl ring and level off that. I'll take some stuff from Jewelcraft for jewel crafting. And I think I will take... I don't really need anything else from here, do I? Maybe the Moss Agate. Yeah, Moss Agate. But I don't really think I need that for leveling anything, do I? Wasn't there something that just needs moss? Yeah, this one. This one just needs... Okay, so that's quite good. That's quite good for leveling. I'm going to take the Moss Agate. Yeah, because that's an orange skill. That's an orange level item. So it's going to be hard. It's going to give me a lot of skill. And it's it just needs bronze and Moss Agate. So that's... Yeah, that's a good one. And it's a really good necklace too for level 20. Really good stats, so people will want those. People will want those. You mark my words. People will want the brilliant necklace. It's called that for a reason. It's brilliant. You cannot withdraw. Oh shit! It's happening again. Thanks for sending the necklace. Wearing it now. Oh good. TikTok's is happy with the necklace. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so it happened again. I accidentally pressed the bad button in the guild bank. But luckily I don't think it let me do anything. It stopped me from messing with it. Oh shit, there was a lustrous pearl over here. I could have taken 14. If I just put this lustrous pearl on the other one, I could have taken 14, but that's good. Yeah, so I'll level off that next time I play. I'll level up from jewel crafting with those ingredients, and then continue on the adventure. Good. Because I just want to keep my jewel crafting up to snuff so I can make people nice things. That's it. Focus on your game. If it's not working, go rest. Hey, Carousel Rabbit. Hey, Task Tengu. Me and Twist are here. Hey, it's Twist. Carousel. Done a lot in WoW today? No. No, nothing. I organized my bag. So next time I'm gonna do some, why does that go there? I don't want that there. When I organize my bag, look, it puts them there. Well, that's fine, actually, I guess. Yeah, I didn't do a lot in WoW today. I was playing Valheim for most of the day. Then I logged into WoW, which, I haven't been able to play very well, because I think I've cooked my brain that over the last 11 days, I've done so many hours of stream that I think I've broken something in myself. I don't know what my brain is cooked. My brain is cooked. I've cooked myself like an egg. I'm a well-done egg. Dry, crusty yolk in the middle. But, yeah, I just need a break, I think. Tomorrow I'll take a break from streaming, I think. Sometimes it happens sometimes, you know. You push yourself, you're going to find the... You're going to hit the wall eventually, you know what I mean? You're running a marathon, you're putting all your effort in. If you're trying to do like a PR, personal, PB, sorry, personal best, there's going to be a point where you really like hit the wall hard. You can't go any further. I've hit it. I've hit it today. But just a little bit of rest tomorrow. Away from screens will reset me, I hope. Otherwise, I guess it's over, chat. Yeah, I should recover. Otherwise, I guess you'll never see me again. But we'll see. No, I'm joking. By the way, don't worry. You will see me on Monday, for sure. You're going low and low from your camera. Yeah, yeah. I'm like starting. Now my mic is covering my chin. Let's have a look up here. I'm gonna catch up with chat quickly, and then I think we're ready to go to bed. I think my bag is organized enough, isn't it? I was staring at my bag for a long time then. I think it's organized. I mean, we could put some linen in the guild, but I don't think I need linen anymore, do I? Yeah, I literally don't need linen. I guess we can either sell that on the auction. I'll just put it in the guild bank. I'm sure someone will want linen to level something. So, how much does it go for an auction? Basically nothing. Yeah, may as well put it in the auction house for people to... Oh, no, the guild bank, sorry, for people's, like, level stuff. Just put it on this stack, then it's 20. And, yeah, that'll do. And, yeah, there you go. I've helped someone trying to level up some first aid or whatever. Or tailoring. Cool. I kind of, like, want to put these scrolls in here. I don't know if people want... Should I try selling those scrolls on auction house? Because I'm not much of a scroll user.
Warm wishes to you.
I don't see much point in using scrolls unless I'm trying to do... Maybe do they work in PvP? I think they'd be great in PvP if they work in PvP. I think some items don't work in PvP, do they? I'm pretty sure scrolls work. So if scrolls work in PvP, then that's what I would use them for, but otherwise I'm not really fussed, because the PvE content is not so hard that you can't do without scrolls. If it was so hard you couldn't do without scrolls, then of course I would use them, but otherwise may as well sell them to people who might want them. Maybe they're doing some PvP and they want to max out their buff as much as they can with scrolls, so they can win. Yeah, I guess I'll try selling this, why not? I've never tried selling a scroll before. Scroll of Agility. 5 silver it says it might sell for. I'll put it for 24 hours, because the last time... I feel like putting it for 12 isn't great. Because, like, 12 hours from now, that's like... A lot of that time, people won't actually be playing the game, they'll be sleeping. If it's an EU server, right? So, probably 24 is the way to go. You can say anything you like, he isn't a nice person. Oh, Elon Musk, same goes for Trump. Well, they definitely aren't perfect people, that's for sure. Yeah, for sure. But I wouldn't say anyone I know is a perfect person, including myself. I find it difficult to cast judgment on others. Especially when I don't really know them. Yeah, I don't really know Elon. He's done some really good things. He's also, from what I've heard, done some really weird or dodgy things. When I say weird, I mean things that like just aren't very chill, very nice. But maybe he's trying his best, who knows? Maybe he's trying his best. He is very good at making money, isn't he? Really good. He's like the best in the world, I've heard. One of the best in the world at making money. Do you think if I had a conversation with Elon Musk for an hour, then I would be able to make $1 billion or something? Probably not. Do you guys ever see those stupid posts where like people will say like, what would you rather have, like $500,000 or 1 hour of Kobe Bryant's time or something, or like 1 hour of Martin Luther King's, you know what I mean? And like people are like, you're stupid if you choose the money, and I think you're stupid if you don't choose the money. In that respect, like that much money, like honestly, I would say take the money. I don't think anyone's 1 hour of having, you know, conversation with them is gonna be worth that, especially if you're in a situation where you actually like need money, you know, if you're not well off, if you need the money, if your family, if you know people who would benefit from the money a lot. I'm gonna say take the money. I think that's the way you should go. What do you think, Chad? Do you think that's going too far? Do you think you should talk to Kobe Bryant for an hour? It's going to be more valuable. I think people can have very valuable knowledge, but it's difficult to really 1 hour of someone's time, it's really difficult to transfer knowledge from one person to another. In like an hour's time, you're not going to get much. You know what I mean? Maybe if it was a course, maybe it's like, would you rather have $500,000 or a course on how to, you know, course on business from Elon Musk it goes over like 5 years or something of how to, you know, then yeah, that's going to be worth more. Yeah, sure, that's worth more, but an hour of someone's time, doesn't matter how knowledgeable they are, you're not going to get the transfer. It's not going to be worth more than like $500,000 or whatever, what those memes say. Anyway. I guess that was on the mind today because I saw one of those memes this morning. I can't remember what it was, but... Oh, sometimes it's like... It might be not even like talking to someone, but sometimes it's like a date. Like, would you rather have $500,000 or date like Marilyn Monroe or something? You know, or like date some like really rich, famous, popular person. It's like, yeah, take the money. The money's going to be worth more than the date. And what if they don't even, you go on the date with them and they don't even like you, or you don't even get on well? Yeah, take the money. It's the best option out of this. If you want to sell your soul, says Moon, you might make a lot of money. Do you think like some of these? Do you think billionaires they sell their souls? I don't think I want to. Like, if someone offered me to sell my soul, I don't think I would take it. I'm like, it sounds important. I learned this from The Simpsons. You ever watched that episode of The Simpsons where Bart sold his soul? Yeah, that taught me not to do that. That seemed bad. Yeah, so if ever some entity comes to me, maybe in my dreams or something, and tries to cut me a deal involving this ownership of my soul, I'm pretty sure I'm saying no. Yeah, because there was this episode of The Simpsons where Bart sold his soul. It went very bad for Bart. So I'm thinking don't do that. You can share corruption easily when money and power is involved. I would go to Elon with take lunch. I mean, I think I would. Like, if like, you know, for some reason Elon was... I was out and about and Elon was there and he was like, oh, and he offered me lunch, I would probably say yes. I would probably. I think it would be a good business decision to at least see what he had to talk about. 500,000, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, 500,000 or date with Bradley Cooper. What do you think? Yeah, there are lots of these these memes on the internet where they have that like thought experiment, but it's not really a thought experiment. It's like a lack of thought experiment. I don't know how to say it. It's completely stupid. But I mean, they get engagement. This is why these things are made, because people actually reply to them. Like, and a lot of people. Maybe it's rage bait. It might be rage bait. It might be rage bait. It might be rage bait. Like, of course you're choosing the money, right? $500,000 or a date with like Bradley Cooper. The day still might not work out. Well, they're almost definitely not going to work out. That's the funny thing. Like on average, the odds are that when you have a date with somebody, it's not going to work out. I think. Odds are that it's not going to work out. So yeah, 500,000. That's a lot of money. I'm going for the 500k. Hey, Mick Steve, hello. We're not playing WoW right now. We're looking at WoW, and I'm just yapping. Who's Bradley Cooper? Oh, I guess he's not like what do you call it? Trending at the moment, I guess. Oh, I was just choosing someone who I thought women thought was attractive. Who is it that women think's attractive now then in the world? Like, I can't. It's not Brad Pitt anymore, is it? See, when I was growing up, it's always like, well, I'm no Brad Pitt. Like it was all Brad Pitt, or like George Clooney. No, well, I'm no George Clooney, but I'm no Brad Pitt. But now I don't know who it is. I think it's still like Brad Pitt. Like Brad Pitt was so well. He was so handsome that people still say it's Brad Pitt, even though he's like 60 or something. It's Cavill. Yeah, maybe it's Cavill. I don't know. My new name. I feel like Cavill is like king of the nerds. I feel like Cavill is like. I think it's mainly guys that like Cavill. That's the impression I get. Like, it's guys that think he's super handsome and awesome. He's like because he likes World of Warcraft. He likes Warhammer. He likes all these things that guys like. They're kind of like nerdier things. I might be wrong. No. You know what? I don't know. It's probably both women and men. But I do see a lot of men like Cavill. I notice a lot of like men out there that like advocating for Cavill. You know, because I think because he's into the stuff they like. He's more normal. He seems more normal than I guess he seems more relatable than most celebrities to a lot of guys because he's into some like normalish stuff, like normal people stuff. Like he's not going. He's not. Yeah, he's more down to earth, right? I think that's why he's popular. Just talking is working, says Moonstars. Good. Moonstars hates Cavill. I can't hate Cavill. He is the Witcher. That show was bad, says Moonstars. That show was not the greatest. It was okay. I mean, I gave it quite the chance. I think I watched the first episode twice because I didn't quite... I think the first couple of episodes of Witcher, I didn't quite understand it because it was very confusing. And that doesn't happen much with shows with me. There's not many shows that I couldn't understand what happened, so I had to rewatch it to try and understand what happened. I think it was just the way it was put together was kind of confusing, and in a way it didn't need to be confusing. But also, I mean, the first season was alright of Witcher. It wasn't too bad. But the only good thing about Witcher was Geralt. I thought, well, maybe it's a bit harsh to say the only good thing about The Witcher was Geralt, but I mean, the main draw for me was watching Geralt do Geralt things. Because Cavill was doing... He did such a good Geralt, didn't he? And I was a fan of Geralt already from the games. Like, I thought Geralt was like the badass. I wanted to see him on screen. So that's pretty much why I gave The Witcher a chance, why I watched it. But yeah, I wasn't like... I didn't think it was the best thing ever. I mean, after watching Game of Thrones, it was like a sort of... After watching Game of Thrones Season 1 through 4, Witcher did feel sort of like a Game of Thrones B-movie or something. Like, not quite... It's not quite up to the quality, but it's sort of like... trying to be a similar thing or something. The only thing I like of Cavill is in the Count of Monte Cristo movie. I've not actually seen many Cavill movies, to be honest. I've seen Man of Steel. I've seen The Witcher. I've seen that new Deadpool, the most recent Deadpool movie where he was Cavalrine. I haven't really seen him in many things, to be honest. He's done a lot of things, but I haven't seen him in many things. To be honest, I haven't been much of a movie watcher the last, I would say, 10 years. I haven't been... I used to be, like, super into movies, to the point that where I was almost... Growing up, I would watch a movie almost every day. So I used to watch so many movies, and then at some point I just stopped. I just stopped watching movies. And the same with... I used to watch so many series. Like, I used to love animated cartoon series. Series? That sounds weird to say today. Series. A series isn't a word, is it? Well, doesn't matter. Onto the point. I used to watch so many cartoons like American Dad, Family Guy. I used to keep up with all that stuff. Simpsons, Adventure Time. I used to watch a bunch of anime, and at some point I just stopped. I think at some point I just I've done enough of that, and then I stopped doing it. Especially when it's something consumptive. Like at some point you will eat enough. Eat enough. You will consume enough of a certain type of media that you're kind of like, I think I've got enough of that. And I guess that's what happened. Because if something comes along that is a bit new and different and hits some different notes, then I do tend to get into it. I quite liked that. Yeah, I've quite liked a few series I've watched. I liked Stranger Things. I liked that new Fallout thing. I did like it. I think part of it, I always feel a bit guilty when I'm watching movies, because I'm thinking like I should be working right now, you know what I mean? Like I think that's just being where I am in my career right now. I feel like if I'm not working, I'm really doing myself a disservice. But at the same time, why do we work? The reason we work is so that we have the luxuries that we enjoy, like being able to watch a movie on a Friday night and not feel guilty. So Fallout is good. I finished season 2. Fallout's funny. I still watch The Simpsons. I still like The Simpsons, of course, especially the earlier seasons. Simpsons is a good show. I like Simpsons. Do you feel guilty a lot? Is it guilt I'm feeling? I don't think it's really guilt. I think that's the wrong word. I feel like I'm being ineffective. Non-productive. Non-productive. Yeah, that's it. And like, yeah, I think that's it. Non-productive, not going to hit my goals. That kind of thing. I think guilt's slightly the wrong word. It's alright to be sometimes. You're completely right. You're completely right. But like, what I like to work so hard that I hit a point where, like, I like to work so hard that and feel like I've done enough, so then I feel like I'm allowed to kick back, you know? Yeah, I like to feel like that. That's how I like to feel. So I like to work really hard. I guess like that's like most people, like we want to work hard during the week so at the weekend we can kick back. But then I think what I've done too much of recently, well, yeah, but what I tend to do is I shrink. If I'm feeling like I'm I'm being ineffective, then I'm like, I don't deserve a weekend. That's a bad thing that I do. But then, is it a bad thing? Should I not do that? I don't know. So, for example, I'll be like, I need to work on Sunday because I feel like this week I haven't done enough work. I feel like that a lot. Hey, Bert's agreed. What happened to the druid for the horde? Let's see what happened to the druid. Level 46. Of course, Sisyphus is labor, but it will be solved. Yeah, well, I think it comes down, right? I think it comes down to money. That's what it comes down to, because it's really like, when I'm feeling like, I shouldn't, take time off or whatever, it's more to do with money, because obviously I'm working my ass off a lot of the time. But then it's more like, well, I still need more money. And I think that's what it actually comes down to. It's the money. Because if I were making an amount of money that was I was completely happy with, like feeling like that's fine, then of course I would be able to kick back without feeling like I needed to keep working. You know what I mean? I think it comes down to money at the end of the day. I think that's what it is. But obviously this isn't. So, you know, I guess so. I don't know how any other way to put it, really. Yeah, I think the feeling that I can't take time off is mainly money motivated. I think it is. I think it is, because I'm quite like a health conscious person. Obviously, it's not healthy to work yourself to the point that it's unhealthy, you know what I mean? And I do that sometimes, and I think that's because I think it comes down to money worries. Like, I gotta keep working freaking hard because, yeah, I think that's it. And I guess not just working hard, but not stop, because if I stop for a bit, like I could, that's gonna, then I'm gonna be behind or something. Yeah, that's it. Gonna be behind, and then that's gonna affect the, you know, what I'm putting out, and it's gonna affect. It's gonna be a whole mess downstream of that. There's gonna be a whole mess downstream of that. That's what I think. This is quite a nice place. Is this Strangleform Vale? Look how nice that is out there. Quite scenic here. World of Warcraft kind of looks like it's made out of cardboard cutouts in a way. Like it looks like a storybook. It sometimes looks like a one of those storybooks that pop out, a pop-out storybook kind of. It's kind of nice. I think a lot of it here is the way the trees are rendered. The trees literally are just cards. It's like, what do you call it? Cards stacked together to make the leaves. That's the best way we could render trees back in the day. That's the only way we knew how to do it. Well, it's the only way we could afford to do it with our hardware. Look at that bird flying around. That's a nice touch. A few birds flying around. Just following that bird. Someone worked hard on that bird. Look at its flight pattern. It's quite nice. Oh, I see. Yeah, someone worked hard on that. Someone put some time into that. I appreciate that. This bird flies cool. Let's watch this bird fly. Does it fly similarly? Yeah, it does. I like how they pace their wings. That's actually very, it's actually very... was a game like this back in 2004? Because that's quite, yeah, I guess impressive for the time. Like, they've really paced the animation is well done. It's not very realistic at all, but just the fact that you know how the wings, look at the wings, how they flap at different rates depending on where it is in the animation. That's quite good. Look, I like how it does a fast flap here. Fast flap. Yeah. When it drops, it has to. Yeah, it's quite good. Like they didn't have to do that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. They didn't have to do that. Someone put some effort into that. They didn't have to make the animation that good back in 2004. If this is a 2004 animation, it might. Who knows? Maybe in the re-release they changed the birds. I don't know. Maybe they made the birds better. Anyway, that was fun. Bit of bird watching with Cowwind. So that's where my druid is, just doing a bit of bird watching out in Stranglethorn. I think there's a Stranglethorn, right? Am I wrong? Maybe not. All these icons on my map make it hard to tell where I am. I can't... I'm at Camp Mohache. Is Stranglethorn down here? No, it's on the... Is it on the other side? No. Just says it's Ferrolas. Is this just Ferrolas then? That's also... the Barons. Ferrolas. So this is Ferrolas, but this is Stranglethorn Vale, I think. Anyway. It's Ferrolas. So where's Stranglethorn then? That is Stranglethorn, isn't it? Is that wrong? Am I wrong? No, wait. No, it can't. No, because I've done Stranglethorn Vale, so it's not Stranglethorn Vale. Hang on. I get confused sometimes. Southern Needles, Tenaris, Hytale Creator. Wow, I never really noticed Mulgore was so close to this place. Why expert can't find Stranglethorn Vale? Well, I think that is it, isn't it? Oh, no, it's here. It's here. No, I know where it is. Sorry, my brain was broken. There it is. Oh, yes, I'm new in Ferrolas, yeah. Yes, sorry. That's what's happened. Yeah, I've just gone to Ferrolas. Am I starting to quest in Ferrolas now? I think, yeah. I think I'm just doing quests in... Perhaps starting to do quests in Ferrolas. Camp Mohache. I think I've walked through here before, which is why I was getting confused, because it looked familiar. Then I assumed it was... Yeah, sorry. That's not... Yeah. Yeah, of course Stranglethorn Vale is here, where Booty Bay... Near Booty Bay. Yeah, that's Stranglethorn Vale. I've already done loads of quests here. Westfall's up there, Darkshire there. I'm not a WoW expert, but I did play. I did play WoW up until Cataclysm, like the retail. That's pretty much the only. That's all my knowledge of WoW is from that experience. And then there was a long time in between that and starting up Classic again. I don't remember questing in Ferrolas. Not really. Yeah, so this is going to be... I mean, it's possible I never quested here, right? Because in WoW you can skip certain zones for others. Anyway, I should probably go to bed, gamers. I definitely need to go to sleep. Let's go to sleep. But yeah, that's my Tauren Druid. I am still playing Horde. I'm just also playing Alliance now. Because I wanted to join the Union Guild. I wanted to join the Union. And the only way to do that was Alliance. Thank you for being here today, gamers. Thank you for enjoying the Yap test. No WoW was really played. I tried to play WoW. It didn't really work, did it? I'll play WoW next time, though. I'll play it bigly. Fallout's funny. Fallout is funny, yeah. It's entertaining. It's funny. Sometimes working so much doesn't do anything apart from straining yourself. Yes, you're right. I think I'm at the point of straining myself now. Like I said, it's like trying to squeeze blood out of a stone now. I think I've got to take a break. Sisyphus's labor. That's the guy that keeps pushing a rock up a hill, right? The labor of Sisyphus. I'll never forget you tanking for me in Black Fathom Deeps. Hey, I remembered Hey, I remembered it. I'm just impressed that I remembered it. Is that right? Black Fathom Depths? My favorite tank, said Bert's. Agreed. Was I a good tank? Because someone hated me as a tank recently. Yes, someone is. So last time I tanked was SM Monos. Was it SM? What level is SM? I think it was SM. Yeah, I think it. What level is SM? Wow. Between 26 and 45. Bloody hell. Between levels 26 and 45. That's a huge level range. I guess it is multiple instances though. But it's best experienced in the 30s to 40s range. Yeah, so last time I tanked in SM, I had someone like literally. They hated my tanking. So I'm glad that you liked my tanking. Well, what level is Black Fathom Depth, actually? 22 to 32. It's Black Fathom Deeps, not Depth. Close. Hey, Bert's agreed. So, who was your tune in that one? Who was your tune in WoW then? If I was tanking BFD. Grit your teeth, move forwards, don't give up, see what happens in 2 years. No, I think gritting my teeth would be bad. It'll ruin my teeth. Yeah, enough to pay the bills and relax. Exactly. So I think the real problem is that I'm not consistently enough. I'm not consistently making enough money all the time to pay my bills and relax ever. That's the problem. So I think it just comes back to money. It just comes back to money. So if I'm not consistently making the money that I need to make, then I'm just in go mode because I'm like, because I'm almost there too. Like I'm almost at the level. Well, I say almost, but I'm quite far a ways off actually from getting like a normal sort of yearly wage. I'm quite a ways off, but it doesn't seem impossible, you know. It doesn't seem impossible through the content, so I guess I'm like go, put the pedal to the metal until we get to that stage, and then I can finally go. But we're not at the stage yet, so the grind is back on. I'll at least take a break tomorrow. Don't think anything about work tomorrow. It will be good for you. I think that's what I have to do, Moon and Stars. It's actually going to be hard for me to do that, but that's what I have to do. And then just come back on Monday. But I do have to do some things tomorrow though. That's where it gets difficult. I can't actually do nothing on Sunday because I need to get ready for the next week. But I'll definitely try and take a chill pill. Hey, Extrudies. Have a good rest. Thank you. Thank you. Extrudies is a guildie. Twistertron is a guildie. You've earned the rest, hopefully. Remember, move forward, no surrender. It's 1 year, if it's not working, then you need to do something radical. If in 1 week... Well, we've actually had a good year. We've made a lot of progress this year in the realm of content creation and streaming. We have had a good year. We just need to now have another good year. A better year. Let's do it. SM is like 30 to 40. Yeah, thank you, Extrudies. 4 dungeons. Yeah, it's weird. SM's a weird one. Has those 4 doors. You know what I had trouble with? Remembering which door was which. I remember people were like, okay, we're going to do armory, and then I was like going through all the doors trying to find armory. Not finding it. And I... yeah. I remember not being able to find people in those. I was Bert the Shaman. I'm shocked you're not at the level you are such... I'm shocked that you're not at the level you are such a lovely streamer. Oh, at like a higher level from streaming? Oh, thank you, Berts. Maybe because I need to make better content. That's it. Lovely doesn't sell. Lovely doesn't sell. Still, if you stream tomorrow, says Vanavi. Sorry to say you did do a contract, so you have to, says Moon and Stars. Oh yeah, I did a contract with you, Moon. I'm sorry about. I thought you were talking about some contract I had that I'd forgotten about. I was like, wait, what? I was like, which contract did I sign? You made me like, for a split second, I freaked out for a sec. Like, I was thinking like, wait, I signed, what contract did I sign? I didn't sign away my soul, did I? We're talking about that. I said I wouldn't do that because I watched the Simpsons episode where Bart sells his soul and it didn't end up good. That's why I've always had the opinion that if any strange entity, like any strange man asks me for my soul in exchange for riches or anything, I say no. You freaked out? Yeah, like tiny freak out. And then I was thinking like, do you mean the Arknight sponsorship? Because I guess I did, so I thought you were saying like, you have to do that Arknight sponsorship. I thought you were saying like, you signed up for that Arknight sponsorship, you gotta do it. And I was thinking like, Jesus. And I was thinking, yeah, I was thinking it was about that for a sec as well. Anyway. Like, because I'm talking about slowing down a bit, and I thought you were saying like, no, you must go hard. I was just like, I don't know. I need to go to sleep. I need to go to sleep. Yeah, let's end stream. I'm just yapping and not sleeping. At least it's only 11. It's only 11:30, so that's all right. Okay. The yapathon is over. We had a subathon, then a yapathon. Was this stream valuable in any way for you, gamers? Just let me know. Let me know in the Discord. Put it in the suggestions box. Okay, so my hair's gone very weird at the back, I noticed. Why is it fluffing up so much here? Maybe I was touching it like this. I don't know. We're gonna raid somebody, or maybe I'll just not do that. Yeah. No, I'll raid someone. Maybe can we raid Dana again? Maybe she's still going. But yes, yeah, this next week coming up, a bit more self-care, definitely for sure. A bit more, cut down on the caffeine. I might just try to go caffeine-free again. Caffeine-free is the best for me, but basically what happens is eventually I get to the stage where I'm like, shit, I'm tired, I really need to do something. And then I start drinking caffeine again, and then it's hard to stop once I start. Because once you pop, you just can't stop. Once you've had that sweet coffee, it's hard to stop drinking. Let's raid Reese Cups. He's dancing. Where's the music? Yeah, thank you for being here today, gamers. Big thank you to those of you that came to this stream. There shouldn't be the subathon thing up. That was for earlier. Let's get that away. There we go. Yeah, thank you so much for participating in the stream. Thank you so much for the support. Vanavi, you gave up the gifteds. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, gamers, for the subby. I think, who was it that subbed today? Someone came in. Oh, it was, I can picture your face, but I can't quite remember the what you're called right now. But you came in with the tier 1. Thank you for supporting from the shadows. Thank you. Yeah, sorry, I'm just not very... I need sleep, basically. I'm not very good with names right now. Yeah, we'll raid Reese Caps now. I don't know where the sound is. There it is.
Oh.
There we go. Give him give Reese some love.
Who was that? Yo! My brother from another mother. KG, what's up, brother? How you living, man?
Hey.
On you the other day. What were you playing? You weren't playing not Vinland Saga. Oh my god, you're playing. Golly, I was literally watching like, oh, I've never seen him play this game before. What game was it? What game are you playing today? Raiders, welcome in. Hello, I'm Reese, and I will be your vibe instructor today. And vibes are high.
World of
baby.
Warcraft does a lot this week.
I gotta show you guys something, dude. Raiders, you too. Someone posted this meme yesterday. I was so mad. I was so mad, dude. Oh, where's it at? Here we go.
Yeah, have a good time, gamers. I'm out. Good night.